don't have a fade. I don't have a fade for the music. And our friend Dan Carrasco, who did the music, sent me a solution for it. But I've been so caught up with the old Technicalis today. There we go. I don't want you to know that we're under the stairs.
You're totally under the stairs. Some more than others. Hey, if you send me that file, I could put a fade on it.
No.
Why?
Doesn't. Well, I could put a fade on it, but it doesn't. But then we're behooven to the fade. You see, we're behooven to the fade.
So you don't know whether you want it or you don't.
We need to get. I need to zoom out. You're going to see a little bit of the stairs, guys. What do you want me to do? Build a new house?
Let's not pretend. This
camera-
show's always been honest. Oy.
The camera angle is not set because my eldest, my 10-year-old, was filming stuff. And then when I came to get set for the show this evening,
It was all to cock.
it was all to cock.
It was all to cock.
The camera wouldn't focus. The camera was focusing on the live on air sign. And that to me is outrageous. What? We've only got 353 viewers. That's an eighth. No, that's a 12th of what we had yesterday. What the hell is going on?
Is it something we said?
Is the gimmick over?
Is it something we didn't say?
Oh, it says 2.1 thousand. Some people are
okay.
saying.
It was.
Here we go. Look, it's going up to. Okay, all right. Well, that's still less than half what we had yesterday. That is disappointing.
Oh, it's gone up quite a lot. I'm seeing it going up quite a lot now.
Where
Look.
to?
Yeah, look there.
No, that's still 2,230.
People are slow to
People are slow. Wow. There you go, dear listener.
pick up on a new time schedule. Is
She's
what I'm
called you
saying.
slow.
No, just saying you've got lives.
Late Night Alternative. Iain Lee.
Catherine
Boyle. 5 nights a week. It's new to Twitch. It's the only phone-in show on Twitch. And we are here 9 until 12 at the earliest. We could go on even later if we chose to.
If you wanted us to, and if we wanted to.
If we wanted to. I'm going to open the phones in a bit.
Yeah.
So don't start until 3,000, says An Adventure. I agree.
What, should just sit quiet?
I agree. I'm very, very tempted to wait for the late people. Oh, look, Kath's got... Let's do this, get the adverts in. Merch.
I've done a drawing.
tlna.co.uk for some of the merch. We've got merch on another site. It's a bit confusing, but tlna.co.uk is the thing. So let's give you a little bit of backstory. So we... excuse me.
Windy Pops.
Excuse me.
We've had a lot of vegetables for tea. It's very good for us.
We were doing a radio show on a right-wing racist radio station, and we were too racist for them. They kicked us off for being too racist. No, that's a joke.
We were so
didn't
racist.
press record.
What? Come on. Should we start again?
Record.
Welcome to the Late Night Alternative.
You, dear YouTuber, have just missed the first 4 minutes because I forgot to press record. So you need to watch us live weeknights from 9 o'clock on twitch.tv/Iain Lee.
That'll teach you for being lazy.
So we were kind of like the left-wing liberals, multi-award winners on a right-wing, extreme right-wing radio station here in the United Kingdom. And we have moved it over to Twitch. And we're doing this 5 nights a week, and it is a phone-in show, unlike any other phone-in show, in as much as you can call up and talk about anything you want.
Yeah, whatever you fancy. So stuff that's happened to you, stuff you wish had happened to you, stuff you thought about happening to you.
Why? What, did I miss a meaning?
What about?
About looking glamorous.
I can't help it. Some of us are just...
You've got like the same underlight that Judge Judy has. I thought we were just doing like a kind of relaxed vibe.
But I always dressed up even on the radio, and you know that.
Well, I've dressed up.
I feel like I owe it to my audience to look smart.
It's movie quiz night. Movie quiz night. Who can name the movie this comes from, please? And the second movie quiz question is... it's not Police Academy, Paddy 25934. You've brought shame on the 25934 family.
Can I give him a clue? Next thing you know, you'll be wearing bras on your heads.
I just saw a comment that says, she looking good, Iain not so much. Well, none of that.
I think
and
you're a very extraordinary looking man in your way.
sounds rude. Here's another movie quiz question for you. You're the disease, and I'm the cure. Some film. That is some film. The second one is from, I'm going to say it, Cobra.
Is it Cobra or Cobra?
Cobra. And it is some movie, right? Mm-hmm. And I had never seen this before. How did I miss this? It is an incredible right wing. It's written by Stallone. Here's the thing about Stallone, right?
Yeah.
He writes movies.
Didn't he write Rocky?
Yep. And he's...
Did he write Saturday Night Fever?
Yeah.
Did he have a hand in it?
He wrote it. I'm going to say yes.
You're just guessing.
No, I'm not
Don't
guessing.
humour me. I need to know.
I'm not guessing. I know this stuff. You can't lean like that because you go off camera. You've got to play.
I'm just going into the fact corner.
Okay, well just...
It's a lonely place.
Come over here a little bit.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Am I still in the...
It's not from Ferris Bueller. It's from Weird Science.
Yeah, it's a good film. It's wrong in so many ways now, though, isn't it?
It's from Weird Science. From Weird Science. I watched the last Rambo as well. Last Rambo, Rambo, Last Blood. Of course, that's not how the Rambo movie should be named. No. How should what's the first Rambo movie?
First Blood.
Right. So what's the second
Rambo?
Right. But what's the full title?
Son of Rambo.
No.
Rambo Strikes Again.
No.
Rambo Back in the Habit.
First one is Rambo.
Rambo
first
2.
one is no, it's not.
Rambo Again.
First one is First Blood.
Yeah.
Second one is Rambo, First Blood Part 2.
Oh.
Next one, Rambo 3.
No.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
No.
First Blood, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3.
Are they all in Nam?
No.
Oh.
This one was in Mexico. The latest one...
How can it be First Blood Part 2? It's either First Blood or it's Second.
Second Blood. It should have been Second Blood.
Bloody Rambo.
This Rambo was set in Mexico,
Yeah.
and it was like a really bad Liam
Neeson?
Hey, Liam Neeson, you've stolen my daughter. I'm going to have to F you up.
That sounds more like your fella from Eurovision doing Icelandic. Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
His accent was all over the shop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all over the shop. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We don't have any comments like that. But I find him fascinating because he's tiny.
Stallone now. Yep.
I love his wig he wears now. My favourite part of a wig.
How do you know it's a wig?
My favourite part of a wig is the sideburns.
Yeah.
Because people kind of either they run out of glue or they don't bother tapping them down. So the sideburns often flap up a little bit.
I mean, you could afford a good one, couldn't they?
I don't think a good wig exists.
Well,
Name a good wig.
Danson's piece is quite something.
But it's because he's still got a fair bit of hair to work with.
Yeah, our theory about... If you watched The Good Place, right, you'll see Ted Danson's got, like, the most amazing head of hair. Like Samuel Beckett hair,
Yeah.
right? But the theory is, because he's either got a really good lace front and he's done it beautifully,
Yeah.
or he's still got a fringe and he's put the piece behind it and combed the fringe over it.
But he's still working with a fair bit of hair.
Yeah.
But I would suggest there is no such thing as a good wig. Good wigs, call me now. 0203 286 6370.
You wouldn't know it was a wig, so it's impossible.
Skype is open. You can
Situation.
Skype TLNA if you want to. And the phones are now open.
What you got?
So we're talking about good wigs. We talking about Sylvester Stallone, because he can't speak properly. Is he? And hang on, let's just take a call.
He's got a lazy lip.
Very lazy lip. Hello, caller.
Good evening, it's Ray.
Good
Hello,
evening,
Ray.
Ray. How may we help thee?
Well, I'm going to throw another topic in. Have you ever tried selling anything on Facebook Marketplace?
No, but I went through a thing very, very recently of getting stuff from Facebook Marketplace. I used to love it because you got to go around people's houses and meet them. Yeah.
That's
Those
right.
in the before times. Is that where you nearly bought the rabbits from?
No, the rabbits that I nearly bought yesterday, they weren't. They would have been free. Would have been free rabbits.
Oh.
That was from a local Facebook group. I can't resist animals. You'll find out, dear listener. I love my animals. I'm just like that. I'm just like that.
Anyway, I tried selling some of my old DJ equipment on there, and I've managed to sell some. But
so you didn't try and sell. You didn't try and sell. Sorry to be pedantic, but
fair enough.
I am a pedant. You didn't try and sell it. You sold it.
I did, yes.
You sold it.
Success all round. However, something happened that made me wonder: have mobile phones and smartphones become legal tender? Because I had this bloke try and have me swap my gear for an S6 mobile phone, and I was like, no, thank you. And he was like, okay, how about S7? And start sending me pictures of it.
Wow.
And I'm thinking,
that sounds like an encounter with a dodge pot.
yeah, I mean, I'm asking too much for a bit of money here, but
the scumbags I hate, right? And these are real scumbags. Oh, sorry, are the ones that will list like video games free.
Yeah.
Free.
Oh yeah.
And you click on it and it says not free. Offers. Some games are £10, some are £20, some are £5. Well, you.
Yeah.
There was one. There was one a while ago. Free.
Yes.
Free. Right. So I clicked on it and it wasn't free. It was like £20, or offers, or near offer. Or so I said, how about an offer of nothing? And he didn't get back.
I know there's a lot of that. The price section, you're supposed to actually put a price in there, but will I learn?
I'll put a price on your head, Ray. That's not a threat to kill you. That's not a threat to
Sounded
kill
just
you.
like one.
That's against the terms of service here on what we like to call Twitch. Hello, caller.
Hello, I just wanted to say how amazingly poggers Bob Mortimer is. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what poggers means.
I think it's one of those keywords for
knobs. Does anyone know what poggers means? Does anyone know what that is? Have we just is someone going to die now as a result of that? Is that like you've got to just keep leaning over here because you keep popping out? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's that Daft Frog thing.
Oh, it's Pepe the Frog. What? I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, if you want to say poggers, you're very welcome to. I think you're an idiot, but you're very welcome to. I mean, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything to me. So yeah, sure, whatever, dude. Go on.
Hello, you're on the Late Night Alternative. Who's that?
Right, I'm just watching you on Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah. The lady, she looks about 20.
Thanks. I'm in my late 20s.
And I'm going to follow you now.
What about the gentleman?
Yeah, you look about 40.
I'll take that. I will take that. And you sound about 9.
Wow, I'm 28, thank you.
You're very welcome. Those are numbers.
28, thank you. Yeah, my youngest says I'm in my late 20s. My very late 20s.
Hello, caller. You're on the Late Night Alternative.
My old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Have a banana.
Is that it? Expecting a little bit more of that. Go on, Kath.
His old man's a very strange character, isn't he? Hello, who's that?
My favourite potato is roast.
I would have to agree with that. Now the show's really taking off, and we've only got just over 3,000 viewers tonight. Now the show's taking off, guys.
My favourite potato is mashed.
Is it? I like mashed. You've got to get a good old knob in there.
I never used to like it at school because they used to do it in an ice cream scoop and it had lumps in it. I think it was made out of like powder, like Smash or something.
Smash is nice, actually.
No, nasty.
Hello, caller. You're on the Late Night Alternative.
Hello. Hello. My name is John Rambo. We served on the same team together in NAM.
Oh, hey, John. How you doing? Oh,
You weren't there, man. You don't know what it is.
go on.
That was a hastily cobbled together John Rambo, and I
Get
appreciate
a nice
that.
little. If you want to phone up with a Stallone soundboard, I am in.
I can only do Jackie. Jackie's still on.
Go on.
Yeah, Jackie. Brigitte.
Hello, caller.
It's all about the Dauphinoise.
Oh, now a poshman.
I tell you, I'm going to open up the email, because what we had yesterday were a lot of people who'd been blocked by the mods, the best mods in the business, complaining. Here we go. First one. Good evening. Any chance of an unban? Cracking stream last night. My Twitch username is RoachFrags. I promised to be nice. I don't think I was actually banned for anything super serious, but it was some time ago. I think you were a pain in the butt. I think you were disrespectful.
Yeah.
You were rude. So that is why. But mods, I know I banned him. Let's unban RoachFrags, right? I'm going to do it.
We'll keep a very close eye on him. I'm going
Very.
to put him on my list along with Greg from last night. He's also
Unban
under my eye.
RoachFrags. The guy, but keep an eye on RoachFrags. Any indiscretion, and that guy's gone.
Can I have a close-up?
Oh, yeah, sure.
We will tolerate no nonsense from you.
I'm getting a machine so that you can control the close-ups as well. I'm getting
really?
a panel of buttons, so you press it for the close-up.
Oh, you're spoiling me.
Yeah, isn't it?
Can't
From
wait.
my friends at AlphaSync.
Good old AlphaSync.
Go on.
Yeah. Oh, here's another someone on Skype. Hello, who's that?
Hello, is that me?
Yes?
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
Hello.
What's
Hi,
your
I'm
name,
Jessica.
Sonny?
It's Jessica.
Oh, Jessica, sorry, it's not the best line.
Get her name in.
Yeah, I'm getting her name right in there. How you doing, Jessica?
I'm very well, thank you.
For those who don't know, and why would you, Jessica has been calling me on and off for the last 15 years, and I wish she'd bloody well stop. I'm joking. That was a
actually,
joke.
I was calling Kath.
Oh, away you go. Good.
Tell me.
No, I was obviously calling you both. I will follow you wherever you go, you know that.
Again, that sounds a little bit weird.
Like a threat, yeah.
Oh, well, it was meant in the right way.
I like the mushy peas.
Well, I like mushy peas, but I also like potatoes. I just caught the start of the conversation about potatoes.
Sorry to interrupt, we do have we're doing a new feature, and it's called Question of the Day.
Go on, then.
And I'd just like to introduce it now.
Do it.
Okay.
What's a dumb waiter?
Okay, if anyone can help, 0203 286 6370. Jessica.
Do you want the correct answer, a joke answer, a nonsense answer?
What's a dumb waiter?
Just your answer, Jessica. That's all we want.
Well, obviously, a dumbwaiter is something that featured in Faulty Towers about 20 years ago.
Yay!
He was not dumb, he was Spanish.
That's old news.
Yes, ma'am.
Xenophobe.
What can I do for you, Jessica, this wonderful evening?
Well, I was going to talk about potatoes, which is probably random enough for this show, watching last night. I loved last night. I thought it was
Thank
a
you.
huge success. Well done.
Thank you, Jessica.
The best potatoes I've ever had are the ones that I ate today that I grew in my own allotment. I know that makes me sound 106,
No.
but actually this lockdown and this working from home, which basically means you can just take your phone down to your allotment and pretend you're working, means that I've managed to grow some incredible vegetables, and my potatoes were amazing.
Ooh, my favourite flavour, smug potatoes.
Seriously, Catherine. I mean, just literally from plot to plate. I know it sounds a cliche, but it is a cliche. But cliches are kind of cliches because they're true. It was plot to plate. From I dug them up at 3 o'clock, we ate them at 6.
Beautiful. I grew potatoes once because I used to work on a gardening show, and they suggested I could grow them in pots.
You can grow potatoes in socks.
Well, you can grow them in pots, but they come out crap. It came out about that big, and they were a waste of time. They were bigger than that when I put them in. I don't know how.
Best
they
way
came
to
out
grow
small.
potatoes, you get an old Hessian sack, put some dirt in, and put a couple of potatoes in. Bishy, bashy,
Yeah, I
boshy.
mean-
4 months. I'm not finished.
Thanks, Titch.
I'm doing the
Sorry.
ingredient. I'm not finished, girls. I'm doing the ingredients for potatoes. 4 months later, you've got potatoes.
Or go to the shop and get them that day.
Well, that's the thing, Kath, because part of me thought all the love and labour that I put into growing these 8 potatoes that we had. I mean, I killed slugs and I know you've just gone vegan, even Ian.
Oh,
But
I was never eating slugs, though. So
you know,
I'm not that
I
bothered
killed
about them.
slugs. I had to get rid of lots of weeds around them. They were amazing, but part of me thought I could have bought all these at Lidl for 55p. But they were amazing. A little bit of fresh mint, a little bit of butter, a little bit of sea bass.
Hang on a second. Now, I've just realised I'm about to read something on the internet as though it were true.
Yeah.
In the chat, Dobby Wilkins says, did you know that 13% of potatoes account for over 50% of food poisoning?
What?
Well, he's just someone that wants to bring everybody down. I mean, I'm on an up because we had homegrown potatoes for the first time today. So whoever he is, he can just go away with his facts.
Okay,
Yes,
we don't want
shove your
facts.
facts
We
in
don't
your
want
potato sacks.
All right, Jessica, thank you very much indeed. Tutty bye. Can I just check, did if you're not a subscriber, did you get 2 minutes of ads there? And if you are a subscriber, did you get no ads there? And everyone is going, oh, ads. 5 ads in a row. Yeah, but it was 2 minutes, Defying Reality. I tell you why let me tell you why we're playing the ads. Come here. I want to have a little chat with you. Because I've got kids to feed and I've got a mortgage to pay. So we contractually have to play 6 minutes of ads back to back. 6 minutes of 6 minutes of ads per hour. That's it. And we'll do a couple of live reads in a bit. Subscribe, but no ads. Ads came on. I had no problem, says Feisty Whale. Well done.
Thank you, Feisty Whale.
Well done. If you want to get rid of the ads, you can subscribe, okay? And I would urge everyone to do that. You can either link your Amazon Prime with your Twitch and subscribe for free, or if you want to spend a £5, or I think it's 10 quid, I think tier 3 is 25 quid, you subscribe, you won't get the ads. We're trying to find a way of doing something special with the ad blocker. Doesn't work, guys, so unlucky. We're trying to find a way of doing something special with the tier 3 subscribers. We want to do, will you explain what we want to do every month?
So, in like a professional outfit, when you do a show, you might meet and do a production meeting and decide what worked, what didn't work, what you might want to try in future, what was worth developing, what's worth progressing and stuff like that. Well, we would invite you to join us for that. It'd be like, what, an hour, half an hour?
It'd be half an hour.
Yeah.
And we do it on Zoom, and we probably record it and maybe upload it to YouTube at some point. But it would be only for tier 3 subs. But I don't quite know how we invite the tier 3 subs. Another potato fact: there are more potatoes in the UK in Leicester, London, and Keighley than any other cities in the UK.
Who is this potato fanatic?
I have no idea what's going on. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very welcome. You may have heard a little ping there. That is me getting directions of where I'm taking my kids tomorrow. So I'm doing the vegan thing for a month, right? Not necessarily for ethical reasons, although I was vegetarian for 26 years, so there's certainly an element of it.
And he does love his animals.
I do love my animals. But I need to turn off WhatsApp on my computer because I'm getting. Let me turn this off because we're getting pings and pongs. There we go. Talk to you about that in a minute.
Hello, you're on the Late Night Alternative. Who's that?
Hello?
Yeah.
This Harry. You alright?
They hung up.
They just wanted to know if we were all right. We're fine, yeah.
There's a real thing. The shows like this, people don't believe it's real. Mm-hmm. They don't believe it's real, so they phone up thinking, well, it's not real. Oh, God, suddenly I'm online and I'm talking.
But I used to do that when I was a kid. So, like, going live or whatever, they'd put the phone number on and I'd just have a little go now
I
and
never
again.
got through to that.
Hi.
Oh. Yes?
Hi.
Hello? Are you
all right,
I hope you just got back from a run, otherwise I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't know what I was on. I must be on some type of delay or something, but
I think so, sir.
I don't want to waste your time with, but I just have one problem.
Here we go.
No, honestly, seriously, right? I've said very little in your chat on Twitch, right? Very little, minimal. And I came in last week, and I put one emote in your chat, and I was instantly banned within seconds. Seconds.
What on earth could you have done to be so reviled with one emote?
One. Check me chat history. Honestly, I'm not lying.
What was the emote? It wasn't that cheeky little froggy, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
There. I don't like the frog.
All right.
But why would you post it? Because you know the connotations of that frog, right?
What is it? What's the connotation?
No, come on. You're not. You sound like a really bright bloke. You sound like a very clever man. You know what the frog means.
What does it mean?
I'm not playing that game. You know what the frog means.
Honestly, please, I'm not trying to be funny. Honestly, I'm not.
No, you're not being funny.
Right.
So
why don't you Google it and then think about what
Why
you're doing?
did you post the frog?
Well, because I've subscribed to this other channel, right? And I really like their emotes.
Here we go.
Right?
Okay, well, there you go.
Well, enjoy those.
The ban remains.
Sometimes one emote is all that's necessary.
I can't believe we're 2 shows in and the whole already, it's just people phoning up begging to be unbanned. Hello, caller. You're on the Late Night Alternative with Ian and Catherine.
Hello, Ian, mate. I'm a fan of yours from the past. I see you on Twitch now. Well done, mate. That's the future. Just a little word of warning, though. The chat is full of degenerates, and they say things like...
Oh.
Hello. Oh, we got an actual human being. Did you see him perk up when he realised that we could see him?
Everyone does that.
There you go. Look. Let's.
Hello.
Hello, Neil. It says Neil. How are you?
Oh, does it? All right. Okay. I didn't realise it said that.
Are you okay with being Neil? We can
No,
change
that's
it.
fine. It's not private.
There he is. Look.
I'm
That
still
lovely
struggling with
face.
getting the shapes. There we go. Hey, Neil. What are you doing? Now, I was going to say that it's a nice shirt, but actually the buttons are the kind of buttons you would get on a Do It All or a B Jams overall. Is it an overall?
Yeah, it's a boiler suit.
Hey, boiler suit. That was the word.
Mate.
I love a boiler suit. Is that for work or is that just for comfort?
No, it's just for comfort.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah. Actually, I can't. I can't claim it as an original idea. I have stolen it from the lead singer of the Scottish band Travis, Fran Healy.
I like Travis, right?
So do I. Well, they're actually my favourite band.
Good. And I can see a little hesitation there. Don't.
Yeah.
They're a great band. And they must have been so... Because I remember Travis were huge.
Yeah.
And then Coldplay came along with Yellow, which was really similar to Travis.
Oh, God, yeah, but it sounds like it's being sung by Alan Partridge.
Who's that, Coldplay?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know, exactly. but suddenly, Coldplay then became huge, and Travis, who were just getting big, kind of disappeared. Okay, Why Does It Always Rain on Me is played all the flipping time.
Yeah, but it's a good song.
It's a good song. Sing is great. Neil, have you heard the Glenn Campbell version of Sing?
Yeah, I have. I think I heard it years ago, and you mentioned it. I think you mentioned it a few weeks ago or something, and I looked it up. Yes, I have. Yeah, it's not bad.
There was, I used to, when I was on XFM, Travis were on the Ascendancy, and there was a song, and there's 2 versions of it, and I've never been able to find the second version, which I think was a B-side. The album version was not as lush. More than, what is that?
More than us.
Yes, I played it to you and you hated it. That's a great...
I didn't hate it.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't hate it.
She took a poo on my record. That's a good song.
Yeah, no, you're right. I did kind of hesitate because there is a thing, isn't there, about Travis that they're a bit crap, but I love them. I think they're fantastic. I don't. I suppose because I'm delusional because I'm a fan, but I don't understand what the huge dislike with them is.
Never be embarrassed. I grew up for years loving the Monkees, right? Now, everybody loves the Monkees now, but when I was loving the Monkees, people would laugh at you. We're not a real band. Who cares? I went through the 80s loving a band that no one else liked. You got to stick with it. Don't be embarrassed of your band.
Here's the other thing. You get to an age where you don't give a toss whether someone takes a mickey out
What's your
your
language,
T-shirt
mate?
or
What's your
what band you like. I'm fed up. I played that game at school and ended up pretending to like things I didn't like. No. I tried Nirvana, for God's sake. I just couldn't work it out. It just was not for me at all. I was a Crowded House girl. Now I'm happy to say that.
When you say Crowded House, did you have like loads of brothers and sisters? Neil, how may we be of service to you?
Well, actually, I was ringing up about Rambo.
Have you have you got a framed copy of Godspell behind you?
What
is going? What's it? And is that a stuffed fox?
Yes, a snarling fox.
Yes.
What is going on with you? You are Renaissance.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, that's a framed copy of the Godspell album.
Gosh.
And just over here, I've got a framed copy of Jesus Christ Superstar as well.
Okay. I'm more of a hair guy, but let's.
Yeah, I don't know hair that well.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
Hair made me cry.
Oh,
the musical, not.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story, sad story. Kids going to fight in a Vietnamese war.
And all anyone knows about is the nudity, but actually there's so much more to it.
But there is nudity in it.
There is.
Wing wangs and doodads. Neil, please, you've taken us down to the genital level. Let's go up to at least the nipple.
So Rambo. So you're talking about the first 3 movies.
I'm really sorry, Neil.
Go on.
This is Roach Frags, who I just unbanned in the chat. This could be make or break. Can you ask Neil if that's the Akira collection of books behind him?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, sorry, this is really weird. Everybody just kind of looking at what I've got. Yes, that is the Akira collection of books.
This is what it is to be a politician on the news at the moment. Everyone just looking behind you at your bookshelf, trying to work out.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Finally, Rambo. I'm
maybe
keeping quiet.
sometime I'll take you on a tour of the room if you wish.
I'd love that, brother. Yes, please.
So, do you know what the 4th Rambo film was called?
Well, hang on. Are we talking about the 4th First Blood film, or?
So the first one you were writing what you said, weren't you? The first one was Rambo. Sorry, was First Blood. Second one was First Blood Part 2, Rambo. First Blood Part 2. Third one, I think, was that Rambo 3? I think
just Rambo 3 on the rocks.
But the 4th one was just called Rambo.
Sorry, my cat is crying to come in. What, Patty? Come in, my darling. I'm in here. Come on, because I'm a bit busy, love. I'm a little bit busy, love. How does he get away with it, Neil? He totally flouts the rule of the sequel.
Well, I think in America it was called John Rambo. In England, they just went for Rambo. But then obviously he did it with Rocky as well, because the 6th Rocky film is called Rocky Balboa.
But then, isn't that now? Where do the Apollo Creed movies? Are they part of?
Are they canon?
Yeah, that's 7 and 8. So that
is Rocky.
Rocky 7 and Rocky 8.
So they are Rocky canon.
Yeah, because Rocky trains Creed. Adonis, is it Adonis Creed? I think
I have Apollo Creed. Oh no, his son.
His son. I think his son is called Adonis. I think.
Oh, Kath just there she is. Kath just tried to be relevant and join in the conversation and totally balls it up.
What I was doing there is feigning interest.
Yeah.
My sister used to be obsessed with
in a bad mood.
My sister used to be obsessed with the Rocky films when we were kids, and we got a pair of boxing gloves for Christmas, but only one pair. So I had the right hand and she had the left, and unfortunately it didn't work out well for her.
I'd love to read a good book about Stallone because he's fascinating. A question I was going to ask earlier, I don't want this to sound flippant, right? So this is not doing this as a joke. Is he brain damaged?
I don't know anything about it. I mean, he's got that,
isn't it?
Voice, hasn't he?
And
that's an excellent question. I don't know.
Sometimes you can really understand him, and sometimes you're like, "What did you just say?"
I know, but his mum.
Yeah, he's done.
Oh, yeah, Scooby.
Maybe it's just the way they talk. Hang on, let's have a look. See what's going on there.
All right, Neil. Thank you, mate. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
A lot of thank yous there, buddy.
Sorry, I was wondering whether I had to hang up or you had to hang up. You've got to hang up.
I'll hang up then. Thank you, Neil. I enjoyed that. He's fascinating.
Birth problems.
Oh, go on. There we go.
Forceps delivery.
So, person who said that was an offensive question, kiss it. It was actually a pertinent question. Thank you.
Forceps delivery damaged some nerves in his face.
Okay, but then why does his mum speak funny?
Probably the same thing.
Okay.
I mean, those forceps.
The forceps went right up. So the forceps squeezed, so it's a nerve in his face. Mm-hmm. He's very good looking. In Cobra, you got to remember he's tiny. He's like 5'2", right? But he's got amazing eyes. He's stunning, actually.
Okay.
No, he's stunning. He's not my cup of tea, but he's
not mine. He looks a bit too much like a knuckle.
It's a funny film. It starts off in America. There's a murder every 6 minutes. There's a sexual assault every 2 minutes, and there's a robbery every 30 seconds. And then it just goes. And then he's a cop who wears sunglasses and chews a matchstick and shoots people willy-nilly.
The matchstick thing. What's that for?
It's for lighting matches so you can spark up.
Hello.
Hello there.
Oh, hi. Is that Iain Lee?
Here we go.
You're gonna be a problem for 1, 2. I know you're gonna try and do something naughty, something rude. Maybe something to lower the mood. I think you might say something a little bit racist.
I just wanted to talk about Rambo for a minute, but that's all right.
Sorry?
I just wanted to talk about Rambo for a minute. I don't
don't think you want to talk about Rambo. I think you want to talk about something else.
What do I want to talk about?
Well, if you don't know, love, no one does.
Well, I wanted to ask, Iain, what's your favourite movie?
What's your favourite movie?
My favourite movie is called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Okie dokie. Let's now we Google that.
Yeah, I know what that is.
What is that? Oh! And I.
In it.
So his phone number ends 412. Okay, we're passing all of these ones on to the police. We actually are. It's a 6.5 hour documentary about Adolf Hitler.
Because some people don't half love to bang on about
It's
it.
a 6.5 hour. Sometimes it takes that long just to, So what we do there, 412. Here's the thing, I kind of called it out that you were going to do it. 412.
There are telltale signs. I'm not going to go into it. Not that they listen.
So we add contact, and we're going to call him
Adolf
Hitler masturbator. There you go. Got him. We got that guy. We got that guy's card.
His mum is going to be furious. She's lost her phone to him again.
Oh man, it's a funny old world, isn't it? It's a funny old world. Let's try this. Hello, Katie.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Katie. How may we be of assistance to you on this holiest of evenings?
Yeah, basically, I've got a topic, and I emailed you last night about it.
Okay.
One topic is about...
Is your eye falling out?
No, it's all right.
Okay, surprise.
She was thinking hard.
Well, I just thought that maybe we've all had that where my friend had that once where he caught the eye with the nail and the eye came out and it was hung there by the eye nerves. And so the eye is like swinging around and he's like, geez, and he had to go to hospital. And do you know what they did? They just popped it back in. Yeah. They pulled his eye socket open and they just popped it back in. They put it in back to front. He could see behind himself. That last bit's not true.
I don't believe that story. I used to go to a gymnastics club and one of the coaches had a glass eye and once he was trying to show his one-handed cartwheels and his eye popped out.
Katie, so your eye's not popping out. You're looking very sweaty there, Katie. Open a window. Have a cool bath. Put some ice cubes in a bath.
She didn't come here for cooling down tips. She came here for chat.
I got them all.
Got me by surprise, that's all.
You're a pervert.
Yes, Katie.
I can't do the topic now.
Do the topic, Katie!
Good afternoon.
Oh, you made me laugh because the topic was going to be a serious one.
Do it. Just say it. Don't stop teasing us.
The preamble and give us the meat.
Be like Mama Bird. Chew that worm up, then spit it into our mouths.
I've had an up and down week where I've been tired and half self-conscious, and it happened today, and I've just been very upset by it.
Okay.
being upset about my friend as well. I emailed you last night about it.
I didn't read any emails last night because my mind was turning, and I've not read any emails today. So treat me like a fool. Treat me as though I know nothing, which is the situaziano.
Basically, I'm very upset with missing my friend in America.
Yep.
And I'm missing him just so much, and it's hard for me to bear. And I know that he's got a lot of problems and whatever, and my mental health has just been very up and down with it.
What do you mean he's got a lot of problems?
He's got mental health problems anyway.
Right.
With depression.
Why does that impact on you?
Well, it's when before he left social media and whatever, he said that he thought that I had been going to his friends and looking at and liking their posts.
Oh God. Well, okay. So had you been doing the thing that he thought you'd been doing?
No, I haven't.
Then you kind of have to try and let it go, because that's his problem. And if you've told him that you hadn't done that and he chose not to believe it, well, then that's his issue, really.
Just I care about people, and I just care about people, and it makes me upset that I offend people or whatever. I don't.
Go on,
do it.
Here's a lesson that's taken me too long to work out, right? But since I was told this, it's really helped me, right? You are not responsible for anyone else's behaviour. You are responsible for your behaviour and your reaction to people. So you can't make people feel anything. Do you know what I mean? And also, I would resist taking the blame. It feels like if you say that your friend is not very well at the moment, he's kicking out, and people often kick out at the person who's closest or nicest to them, and it's just unfortunate. What you need to do, and if you're going to help him in the long term, which is the aim, isn't it? What you need to do is look after yourself.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can do. And so, do you know what? Let him do his thing. Leave the door open if that's what you feel is okay for you. And that's another thing. You've got to have your boundaries respected as well. If he's hurting you all the time, maybe it's better that you do leave it for a bit.
Yeah, well, this lockdown hasn't helped me anyway, because I've been very self-conscious about myself.
Yeah.
I mean, take today, for instance. It's like when going down to my father's, he decided to embarrass me in front of a family friend and tell me I had something on my face and start taking it off my face, and it just made me very upset. I stood up for myself.
But was he doing it to be mean? And the reason I asked this, I got my boys here today, and we went out to play a bit of football. And it was rush goalie. They call it English goalie, which is where if someone scores, the goalie comes out. Anyway, and it's just the three of us. And it was me and my 8-year-old, and the 10-year-old was in goal, and the 8-year-old was close to scoring. And I said, "Oh, right, stop! No, come back here. Just want a quick word with you." And so he did, and then he tried to take a shot and he missed, and he got very upset. He was very tired. He got very upset and said, "I would have scored if you hadn't done that. Why are you being so mean to me?"
Right.
And I said, "I'm so sorry, my darling. It was a joke. I thought you would have laughed at that before. I've really misjudged it. I'm really sorry." So maybe what your dad was doing was just a misjudged joke. Dads do make misjudged jokes quite a lot, it would seem today.
Yeah, he can be very unkind when he doesn't mean it.
I also think that sometimes, I mean, certainly in my case, dads sometimes forget that you're grown up. So I'm in my 40s, and sometimes the way my dad speaks to me is as if I'm 14. But that's him trying in his clumsy way to show that he cares and he's trying to look after me.
Yeah, I'm a 44-year-old woman that lives on her own and can do stuff for herself.
Well,
it's just
exactly, but you'll always be his baby.
And he doesn't really understand sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having you two back on Twitch, by the way. I've been watching and I've been staying in the chat.
Katie, your support is always appreciated. You're a good person. Hang in there. Thank you. We have more emails from people. I must remember to do that before I cut people off. That want to be let back into the... Stuart says, please unblock me. I'm a long-time listener. I've never, to my knowledge, I think I have ever put a message in the chat, so I'm not sure why I am. Please, can you unblock me? My Twitch name is Spallet87. I'm a very nice man. Do you know what? I'm feeling magnanimous. There's always a reason, right? And you wouldn't have been blocked without typing anything. It's not... It's possible, but it's really, really difficult. But I'm going to unblock you. So Roach Frog and Spallet, guys, can we keep an eye on them? Can we keep an eye on them? Oh, speaking keeping an eye on.
Yeah.
We should talk about these guys. We should talk about these guys who are sponsoring the show. Thank you for sponsoring the show. If you want to send an email to that's on the screen now, Richard Gregorian, Emerson Family Law Solicitors. Richard, you sent me an email today with a little update that you wanted. I lost that email. I'm so sorry. So if you can send that on again, that'd be great. I've had computer problems all day. Anyway, it's a really, really cool family law solicitors. It's kind of an holistic approach where they focus on the psychological. Getting divorced is painful, man. It's painful. And the first time you go and sit in a solicitor's, it's so depressing. It's bleak. And I was quite ashamed when I went and did it. But they kind of, Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors will operate on an holistic way where they look at the psychological things that go on, and they won't lead you into battle.
No, they don't stir it. You know, like sometimes you'll watch a film and the couple are kind of not getting on, they don't want to carry on with the marriage, but the lawyers make it 10 times worse. That is not what they do at Gregorian. What they're trying to do is to look at you and see what is best for you, what is best for your family, and work something out that is, you know, as pain-free as possible.
A unique joint legal and psychological approach to family law. The website's there, gelaw.co.uk. And also a big hello to Somers Waste Solutions. I said they should... we were calling it Somers Waste Solutions, and they sent us a really polite email saying, thanks so much last night. Could you pronounce the name of the company properly? And I considered it, and we agreed, Catherine.
We thought it was the right thing to do.
Probably polite.
So it's Somers.
Probably the best mannered thing we could do. Somers Waste Solutions. They've got national coverage, and they can manage the waste from organisations across the UK. And that could be like, you know, massive chain of hotels, or it can be like a tiny little, you know, corner shop, or your local mini cab firm.
They'll tailor it for you, and it's all waste in one place. They can deal with hazardous stuff. They can deal with confidential waste.
They can help companies achieve their environmental goals. And
you need a skip hire.
Improve your company's environmental credentials, right? Which is very important in this day and age. And we talked about confidential waste.
Yeah. Have they told you what that is yet?
No.
They won't.
But they can confidentially shred this waste either on site or off site. Not enough? There's Bob the cat looking at a wall. That's right. If you don't go with them, then Bob does not get fed. Bob doesn't actually live there. He just kind of wandered in one day. It's outrageous behaviour. And
it's classic Bob.
The phone number is here.
Okay.
And the website is
just
here.
Out.
It's all up there, somerswastesolutions.com. Go and have a look. If you use any of these companies, or you contact them, or you inquire about them, please mention this show so that we can show them that
you've got waste too.
And if you want to come and sponsor us and we're going to do a read every single hour, and the read will get in the podcast. The email that's on the screen, send us a little email, and we will chat, and it will be great. And we would never do more than 4. We'd never have more of 4 of these running at a time. Okay, so that's why.
Once upon a time, I had a bathroom that was really old, and it leaked. So we decided that finally we're going to have to get it sorted out. We wanted to do it for ages. Sorry, my bra straps don't go and walk about. We knew it had to be done at some point, but you know, we had kids and everything, and you know, things get pushed back in the schedule of works to be done. Anyway, so the leak meant that we had to sort something out pretty quick. So we got this guy in, and we got 3, and we took the cheapest one. Not my decision.
Why would you take the cheapest one? We know that we always take the middle one.
Well,
we always take the middle one.
We really know that now. Well, this guy said, "Oh, I'm just starting out on my own. I could really do with this. I could sort this out. I could start next week. You'd be finished by the week after. Absolutely no problem at all with that. And I've got some great ideas." So we hired him, and he came in for the first week. I think he came in 3 days. Then we saw him maybe half a morning.
It was terrible.
And
By the way, we're not together. Some of you may not know. We're not together. She's talking about her house, but I got the story relayed to me at the time.
We've only got one bathroom, right? We've got a little toilet downstairs, so we could go to the loo, but we couldn't wash or anything. We had to go to my mum's, who lives around the corner. Anyway, so it's a nightmare. And it went on and on and on and on and on. And then finally he was done. He couldn't have been out fast enough. Couldn't have been out fast enough. We realised, obviously, he had at least one other job going at the same time.
Cheeky boy.
So, and we were glad to see the back of him by the end. Very pleasant, very apologetic all the time, quite charming, but it was a nightmare, and it was way longer than a week and a half. So anyway, we paid him, he went. And then about 3 weeks into lockdown, we were doing some cleaning in my kids' bedroom. They share a bedroom, bunk beds and everything.
By the way, Pete, great modding there. Some of the speediest modding I've ever seen in my life. Well done, buddy.
There was loads of mould up the back of the dresser because the shower had been leaking. The shower had been leaking into the wall. Which we found out afterwards was made of straw. Yes, our house was built by the second little pig. So we had to get someone in to fix it during, COVID time, because we only had one bathroom and the wall was about to go, we thought. So we got it sorted out. It cost us money, and we were livid. Can't work out what was going on with that guy. I've got the feeling there was something more going on that meant his heart wasn't in it, his mind wasn't on it.
Unlucky. Do your job, builders. Do your goddamn job.
Like, we've got like this really busy...
Do your goddamn job.
Got this really busy patterned tiled floor now, right? And he'd done one right in the middle. So you're sitting on the toilet and you're looking at the floor. It's upside down, quite obviously upside down. One bloke doing it, you can't tell me that he didn't notice. There was all stuff like that going on, and we kept having to sort of say to him, "Can you make sure you do this before you go?" Anyway, so we got in touch with him just to let him know that we've had to have all this reparatory work done. And he said he's going to give us the money back.
Well, all of the money?
The vast amount of the money. Like,
for the
2/3 of the money.
For the job that he did, or for the extra work you had done?
Well, it turns out the extra work was kind of that.
You can't accept that money.
Why?
Because of COVID. You cannot. It would be inappropriate. Hang on 1 second.
Oonga, 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 shanga, oonga, oonga, oonga.
You cannot accept that money, right? Because he's got a kid.
He's got more than one.
Okay. He's a single dad.
Yeah, but they've got a mum.
Well, yeah, but do you know what single dad means?
Yeah, because he kept bringing the kid to work with him.
Thank you, right?
And I gave him biscuits and stuff and was kind.
So he's up against it, and his business, the building trade, no one, and I mean no one, has had it tougher during the COVID crisis than builders.
Well,
I'm not...
They kept...
dodgy ones did, yes.
No,
yes, admittedly dodgy ones did, yes.
No, a lot of builders carried on working because they could socially distance. I think that it's only right.
No.
We didn't ask him for the money back. He said he was embarrassed. He knew he'd not done a good job and he wanted to pay for the repairs.
No, you cannot accept it.
What?
I think it would be inappropriate to accept that money. I just think it would be the wrong thing.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
You're winding me up.
No, I'm not. I genuinely do. What do you think, caller?
Hello.
Yes?
I'm Caleb.
Sorry?
I think it's very well done.
Oh, it's someone doing a voice.
It's very good.
Thank you.
It's almost as good as Nigel's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, do you just want to say it and then we cut you off and I write down the time so I can cut it out, or how do you want to play this?
I was just wondering, can you give me 3 things that you like about white culture?
I love the paedophile-obsessed racists. 2091 is the phone number there.
Why have they all got the same manner? You know, dim.
And what we'll do is at the end of the show, all of these phone numbers, I'll put them on Twitter. So if you want to call these up and have a conversation with them, you'd be very, very welcome to. Got absolutely no problem about doing that whatsoever. There we go. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't put that because the boys might see that.
Yeah.
The boys might see that.
But it's accurate.
Okay, so I'll share all of these numbers out at the end of the show, and you guys can call them. I'm genuinely up for that. And do you know what? Because we're not on the radio, we can do it. We can actually do it. So if you want to have a discussion with those lovely, lovely people, then I'll give you those numbers later on. Hello.
Hello?
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 Yeah, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing tonight?
Why can't I get your face in this picture? I can only get that. There we go. We're doing this show, mate. What are you doing tonight? Look at the state of your bed! The state of your bed. When did you last change those sheets?
Like a week ago?
You dirty boy. No, you haven't.
A week.
You have never changed your sheets in your life, you dirty boy.
I joined this school and I started getting abuse. For
having a dirty bed, dirty boy.
Why are you looking over there? Why are you looking over there?
Why are you bouncing up and down? What's going on?
I'm looking at the screen where I can see you guys, and then the camera's over here.
Well, you've set your camera up wrong then. You set your camera up wrong.
What do you mean?
And your microphone. What are you doing?
Why is it not long enough on the camera, mate?
What can we do for you, son?
Nothing. I just called up.
We're not really having a go at you. I'm a dad, and I see a bed like that, and it breaks my heart.
Why do you having something to do with Big Brother?
I used to present one of the several of the spin-off Big Brother shows throughout the years. I did one with Rylan and one with with George Lamb, and I was a guest on the one that Dermot did a few times. And I popped up in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here a few years ago.
How does it feel to be a shit Ryland?
A shit Ryland? Did you say? How does it feel to be a what?
Shit Ryland.
Yes.
Who's Ryland?
A shit Ryland.
Who's Ryland?
Ryland.
How does it feel?
From Big Brother.
I got paid a lot of money. So it felt great. Actually, felt great. Got paid a lot of money. You should see the house I'm living in.
He's made his bed and everything.
Yeah, got a tie. I don't even make the bed. The maid makes the bed. The maid makes the bed. That's what it's like to be. Oh, bless him. He was so nervous.
It's because he was going to do a 5-star, wasn't he? You're Matt Bianco.
Apologies for the language, dear listener. We're trying to. We're trying to keep it swear free if we can. But by the way, that is a racist term there, so we can ban that. Thank you. No man is a Ryland. Thank you very much, DC Turner. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. That was fun, man. Poor lad. I would normally have cut someone off for a swear like that, but I felt so sorry for him.
Let him say it again.
Let him say it again. Let him get it out. Let him get it out of his system. Who knows? That may stop him going on Pornhub tonight.
No, it won't. Do you think he was recording his own face? That's what that was about. Is he going to put it on his special website?
Daddy Bear Club says, Kath, how's the chair?
Oh my God,
New
it's
chair.
so comfortable.
New chair.
You can't see it. I feel for you, but hang on. You can see the top of it.
She's squeezing one out there, guys.
Oh, it's so good.
Squeezing one out. Elton, how would you feel about joining the rank of mods? You don't have to. You don't have to be here all the time. You don't have to be here every show. But if you would enjoy joining the rank of mods, you'd be very welcome. Absolutely no pressure. Absolutely no pressure.
I see you, Greg. This is infamous Greg from yesterday. He's sucking up. I like your style. He says this show's become a must-watch after 2 days.
There we go. Thank you,
It's more
Greg.
like it, Greg. Well done.
And Mandy, how would you feel about joining the rank of mods? Elton's in. I like Elton. He does some really good podcasts. Come on, at some point, Elton, when you feel up for it, and give you a pod. I'm so windy. I'm so sorry. A plug. Mandy, would you like to join... Skinny Jean Gardner's here as well. Would you like to join the rank of mods on the fastest growing channel on Twitch? She'll say yes. She's power obsessed.
She's power obsessed. No, come on. It's the kid from Stranger Things.
Okay. This isn't the kid from Stranger Things,
No,
is
that's
it?
what happens when the kid grew up.
Hey, Alistair.
Hey, guys. I see you again on my television screen.
But we don't see you, sir.
Is it because you're naked?
Well, I tried to call on the Skype, but it was busy. So I just thought I'd call in. A number of points I need to make tonight, please.
Oh, gosh.
First of all...
Let me just get my pad.
By the way, Mike's123 says, polite suggestion, maybe run the show 9:30 till 12:30. 9 is a bit early. Suggestion acknowledged and ignored. But thank you.
Why don't we just wait until you're ready and we'll start?
48 hours after each show finishes, we're going to... well, you can still come back and watch the show here on Twitch. And 48 hours later, you can also watch it on YouTube. And also 48 hours later, there'll be a best of podcast as well that we'll put out. Yes, Alistair. Alistair's got a series of points. So let's crack on.
Go.
So, you started the show by saying how glamorous Catherine looked, okay?
Yes.
Now, probably Kathleen...
9:43 is good for Richard Alsop. If that
look a bit more... Sorry.
No, sorry, I was being flippant.
9:12 for me. Catherine does look a bit more glamorous than Iain tonight, Iain. However, that's not important. The important thing is beauty is from the inside.
Yeah.
I've got a nice bum hole. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, we heard about that yesterday.
Listen.
It's a survivor.
You both have beautiful eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and I've not smoked anything strange tonight either.
Was that your point?
That's one observation.
That's point one. Let me just write that down in my book. 1, eyes.
Can we get back the knickers, guy?
Hang on, you haven't heard point 2 yet.
Okay, so the second point is I just need to make... It's another observation.
Yeah, make an Oh, hello, Alistair. I've not done that. I've not done that.
It's keeping me in suspense.
I've not done that.
Hello, can you hear me? Sorry.
What did you do then? Did you just put us on hold?
I accidentally called somebody else, so I apologise. Anyway, very quickly, the new computer I bought, the webcam was pants, Iain, right?
Right.
So
you were filming yourself in your pants.
I had to purchase an extra piece of kit, an external webcam, and I was hoping to show you that tonight, how lovely it was.
But it doesn't work.
Then you did. No, it's beautiful. It's
right, well, hang up and phone us.
Come back.
Hang up and phone us. We'll take it. Flipping heck, man.
Put it next to your computer. Don't be like that idiot before.
Flipping heck. My God.
Get your acts together.
What is wrong with you people? We're doing our best, and you're not. You're not doing your best.
No.
You're doing your worst. You're doing your worst. Do better. Do much better. Please. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Goodbye.
It's like, you know, if you ever watched a gymnast stand at the end of the mats, and they start there, they take a deep breath, and then they start to run towards the springboard. That's what they do.
Yeah. I cut a guy off there, and I didn't mean to. Yeah, very well, man. How you doing? Unfortunately, people can't hear you or see it, so they don't know what you're talking about. That's a shame, isn't it, Callan? People can't. It's not being streamed, and people can't hear your call. That's a real shame, mate.
Shouting into the void.
That's a real shame, buddy.
Also, your flies are down.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
You carry on. You carry on wiping your penis over that, and we'll speak again, mate. Take care.
Oh, it's disappointing, isn't it? Every one of these, though, the rooms are a tip.
What is it with these white supremacists? Why can't they tidy their rooms?
That shows a lack of self-respect.
What is their problem? They're obsessed with pedophiles and dirty rooms. I'm glad to be a... I'm okay. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. I should warn you, if you're going to phone up, do phone up with the video on Skype, please do. But I see it. I see it before it goes out. So and I got the fastest. That makes it sound like a challenge. I'm feeling up for it. I got the fastest cut-off fingers in the West. John? See? That's how fast they are. That's how fast they are. Oh, you just... here we go. Here comes Alistair.
Right. Let's check his video for... Oh, there he is.
Here we go. Comes Alistair.
I could see you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we can see you.
I thought that I wouldn't be able to see you on Skype. So
we fixed it.
An extra bonus.
Extra bonus. We fixed it.
Brilliant. So anyway, this is my new webcam. HD Vision, it says on
HD
the
Vision.
packaging.
That stands for high definition. Couldn't think of anything funny to say there. So
it's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's an actual.
It's not
fact.
funny, but it's true.
Yeah. It's someone's saying it's very red, Alistair.
I think he's got a red bulb.
I think he's ruddy.
I've got a red wallpaper behind. Plus,
we noticed that. Yes.
I'm a bit hot tonight.
We can tell, buddy. Yes, man.
And, yeah, it's very red here. Yeah.
It's the way he likes it.
Yeah, it's but I tell you what, it's a pleasure to be talking to you two guys. Now, this is the most important. This is not a point. This is a question.
Okay.
So I know it's early days, only second night of your new show.
Yes.
And I can probably predict what you might say. But
Get lost.
Presumably, this is more relaxing, you doing your show like this, than going into a studio. Talk radio was your last one.
Yeah.
It's much more relaxing doing it like this, Ian. That's what I'm asking.
I'm enjoying making your face take over the whole screen. That's what I'm doing. Okay, let's have this conversation. It's certainly more relaxing than working at talk radio, right? Because for the last 7 months, but actually probably the last 18 months, it was quite an unsettling experience. And working in commercial radio, where you are beholden to the numbers, is always stressful. So it's certainly more relaxed, right? But last night's show was a raving success. There's no two ways about it. It was a huge success. Huge numbers, great callers, wonderful, right? Guess what I felt last night and this morning thinking about it?
Happy?
I didn't feel anything.
Oh.
I didn't feel anything. And that's a real... is exactly the right noise. I didn't feel anything. I just thought, done that. That's a job. And I know I don't have to be careful, but I'm aware that by me saying this to you, I'm tempering how I phrase it to you, because this is a big thing for both of us.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of peeing on your parade ever so slightly. And I don't mean to.
No, and I'd rather you said what you feel. How I felt after yesterday's show was it was a decent start, but I don't feel like
it was a good show.
I don't feel like this is it yet, and I want to keep doing it. I want to get better at it, and I think we've got something promising happening. But I'm sorry, it's not giving you a buzz. But there is a lot more to concentrate on with this thing.
There is a lot more. I'm doing a lot more button pressing, which I love. I quite like that because I'm quite geeky. But I just came away, Alistair, and it was funny. Bob Mortimer was hilarious. The calls were great. It was a solid show, and I just thought, oh, okay, we did that, and today it's like, oh, we're doing that again. There's nothing. There's no emotion. Now there could be a few reasons to it. I kind of had my kids were staying here today, and that was sort of a slightly last minute thing, which is fine, absolutely fine. But it meant I was tired and I've not really been able to sleep. It could be this is day 2 of me trying veganism, and I feel physically tired. Maybe it's having an effect on my mood. I'd be surprised if it was quite so quickly, but maybe it's having an effect on my mood. But the thing to me is I feel I've checked out of this industry. I had an email earlier on this evening, actually. It came while you were here when I was running around with the kids. Giving me the login details for my college course on Thursday.
Oh, yes.
That was exciting. That got me going, oh, this looks good. It's going to be a long day, 9 till 5 or 9:30 till 5:30, and I'm going to be exhausted, but I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a day. And I kind of then thought, well, why aren't I feeling that about this? And I don't know. In my head, I've checked out of this industry. Sorry, Jeff Bezos, if you're watching.
I wonder as well how much of it is still a little bit of the kind of residual feeling of what happened at the end of Talk.
Maybe.
Because it's always kind of heartbreaking, even though it's, to people it's just a job, and we weren't staff, so you've got to be prepared for not being kept on at the end of your tenure and all that kind of stuff. But you can't help but take it personally, because we're doing a job where it is about us, us.
I just accidentally modded a racist.
Did you? What could possibly go wrong?
I modded them instantly, but for a second
they had ultimate power. Just
power.
What they wanted. Let's not do that. That didn't end well.
Don't tell the racists that one of the mods is a woman of colour. So whatever. That's the answer to your question, Alistair, is yes. 3.
So I mean, in terms of the pressure or the anticipation of doing a show, like this, is it the same as the talk radio experience, or
no?
Is it different?
This is much easier, much freer. It's a little slower than it will be, just because I'm getting used to. I'm doing all the technical stuff, whereas before we'd have Sam or Amy would do the technical stuff. I'm doing that.
By the way.
Sorry.
Bring back Sam.
Oh, I love Sam.
What could we do with him?
If we could afford Sam and Amy, they'd be here. I swear to God, if I could afford it, they would be here. But so there's that, and I have to, last night I stayed up for an extra 30 minutes editing the video and stuff and uploading it to YouTube. That'll get quicker. By the end of next week, I reckon I'll have that down to about 10 minutes, and that's fine. Kath is still doing the podcast and stuff. But in terms of the content of the show, no, we've got 4,500 people watching us right now, and all we're doing is having a chat. And that's all we wanted the talk radio show to be.
Yeah. And I suppose, Ian, you don't have to drive anywhere, and Catherine, you live near, I understand.
Nearer than London.
And also,
it's still an hour. But...
Yeah, it's still an hour, and actually, probably on the map, it's about the same thing as London, but... London traffic means that you're sitting doing nothing for 2 miles and it takes you 40 minutes, So Oh, it's much better from my point of view. And, I've also got the added thing of if ever, childcare is a thing, they can come over here because, they know Ian and he's got, spare rooms and stuff and we can stop here. We're all kind of friends anyway.
You say what? It's not B&B. I don't want you checking
I'm
my
not
toilet
paying.
for pubes.
No, I'd definitely take 20 quid off for that. Flipping it. Honestly. 4 in a bed reference.
Random British dude, I've just made you a mod. If you don't fancy it, let me know and I'll take it off you. There's absolutely no pressure. I just saw your name. I'm just looking for familiar, trustworthy names in the chat, and I saw yours. By the way, Random British Dude does a great channel. We're not going to raid it tonight, probably not this week, but at some point we will do a raid. Oh, Alistair, did you stick around for the raid last night?
I just caught, the start of it, and I
see
heard
that
the
lad.
guy swear.
He did an S-bomb, but he was...
He seemed a nice chap, however.
Just to let you know, Zaffa Cakes is joking. All right, don't time him out. Zaffa Cake says the mods should be British. He's joking. He was a really nice lad, and we blew his mind. He had one person there, and then suddenly he had over 1,000.
He was delighted, didn't know what to do, did he?
It was so joyous. It was so joyous.
It was like the best love bombs that we did on the radio.
Yeah.
When someone's so kind of overwhelmed and thrilled, they don't know what to say for a while. It was one of those. It's great.
So we'll be doing that again at 1 o'clock tonight. We will be doing shows longer than 1 o'clock. It's just this first week, just focusing, kids, all of this stuff. But we will be going on longer. If there's a strong vibe, we'll carry on. Why would we stop?
Yeah, lock-in style.
Well, it won't be a surprise for you to know that I'll always be ringing in.
Have you done all of your points? Goodbye. Why is he laughing so much?
I don't know. That was kind of chilling at the end, wasn't it?
That was
I get the feeling that guy's going to be back.
Yo, what's up, my man? Want to watch Naked Attraction with me? Jake? No, thanks.
Does he mean he's on it?
Follow. There's a follow button. Click it, and I think you have to click a little bell. I can't remember, and it will tell you when we are live. We're live every night at 9 o'clock. But if you click follow, if we do any little spontaneous pop-up streams, you'll be aware of those. You can sub as well. Some people will have just watched 2 minutes of adverts. If you want to avoid the adverts, you can subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, then you can subscribe to us or any other streamer that you might like. And what that means is we get a $5. It comes straight out of Jeff Bezos's pocket.
And it's part of your Prime, so you don't pay any extra.
Doesn't cost you a penny. It's a $5 you could never spend. Or you can gift subs to people. You can throw bits, which is kind of like putting a few quid in the hat. There's all kinds of stuff. So your support is gratefully appreciated.
And listen, only if you can afford it. We're not going to put pressure on you to
God.
do that because times are tough.
I want you to go into debt. I want you to go into debt for us. Hello there.
Hello, Ian. Hi, Rachel. I got banned for some reason. Apparently, I just tuned in. I love you. I've watched you for quite a while.
No. You don't just tune in and get banned.
Oh, I did. No,
you just tuned in and you got banned.
Yep. Yeah, I thought, oh, come on. I thought there's something decent to watch on Twitch. And I come across that guy that was talking about you and trying to be toxic about Ryland and making comparatives. And I thought to myself, oh, he's a bit of a cracker. And
I banned you because cracker's a racist term.
Oh, I didn't know that because down here it means you're a nutcase or a loony. I meant no.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because I'm a great philanthropist. What was your name?
The 0 Hour.
And now I'm okay.
I can only apologise, and if it caused offence to anybody else, I can only apologise because.
Okay. It says and is it? It's not spelled. How are you spelling 0 Hour? Because it's
with an X. With an X. It's me in-game name. You've got to put these stupid bloody names on here, and
the user you're trying to ban doesn't exist. I don't think you're. Spell it.
The.
Come on, man! Suddenly this has become a very complicated name. The _ 0 with an X, yes.
X ER0
Zero.
H0UR. Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't exist.
Oh, well, still banned apparently.
Unban?
Can I give it to
Hang
one
on.
of the mods or something?
Say it again. Jesus. THE?
T, yeah, _ X.
Yeah.
Capital E, capital R, 0, and then lowercase h, 0, capital U, capital R.
Welcome to the typing hour. It says you don't exist.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't think that's how you spell it.
I don't think you can spell...
I'm back. You've unbanned me.
I haven't. Matty has, because he's worked out what it is you're banging on about and has cracked the code. And there's
Now listen.
It's a Da Vinci Code special.
Now listen. You've been in a lot of trouble tonight, so
I'm tempted to...
our eyes are on you. No messing.
I'm going to go stand in the corner and be quiet, all right?
Good.
Good boy. Okay, take care. Listen, we're just a little bit twitchy on Twitch. On the first... Oh, man. Why is everyone obsessed with knickers? I just don't get it. 131. Ah, dearie me. Isn't it a funny old world? Yeah.
It's a shame a lot of the calls aren't that funny when they...
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, 904, 2904. Does Mummy know you're calling?
Sorry to call. I just started watching this stream, and I was wondering what it was about.
It's not about anything.
Oh, cool. Yeah. How are you? You alright?
I'm good, man. How you doing? What's your name?
Gabriel.
Hey, Gabriel. How's it going?
Not bad, thanks.
I'm going to guess that you are. I'm going to guess that you are 14 years old.
15.
15. Okay, I was close. Only just turned 15 in the last 2 months.
Yeah, actually, 20 days ago.
There you go. Happy birthday, man.
Spooky.
Thank you.
And how's life going? How's lockdown for a 14, 15-year-old?
It's all right. I'm spending most of my days now on the PS4.
What are you playing?
FIFA right now.
Oh, you're a FIFA. Yeah, I struggle with FIFA a little bit.
Yeah, it's not. This year's terrible. It's really not good.
Why is it so terrible?
The gameplay's awful and the community's toxic. But
I don't understand how they can get away with releasing pretty much the same game for 50, 60 quid every 12 months. They just put the number up one.
And the packs, even the things in game are really expensive as well. So.
Yeah. Well. Are you playing anything else? Are you a Fortnite kind of guy?
Used to be, but now I play like Warzone, Sniper Elite 4 sometimes.
What Sniper? What?
Sniper Elite 4. It came out about 3 years ago, but I still like playing it.
I don't know that. I'm going to write that down because Sniper Elite. Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And who are you? So, do you stream or do you just watch?
No, I do stream, but only my friends watch me. I do like some FIFA videos sometimes, but like about 30-minute streams, just doing something like. And
what can I ask? Because I've got two lads that really want to get into. They're more YouTube than Twitch. And I'm happy to support them if that's what they want to do. Why are you doing it?
Well, hopefully, like to get an audience, but just to like entertain my friends and talk to them during lockdown. It's a good way of doing it, I think, and to gain viewers, gain some friends, I guess, on Twitch. It's pretty cool online friends.
Do you see it as a career?
If it grows into something, then yes. If it doesn't. But I think you have to stick to it, and I'm not committing to it very well. Yeah.
Who are your favourite streamers or YouTubers?
YouTubers, Sidemen. Who else? Chris MD is good, but recently I've watching this like smaller streamer. He's only got about 90,000 subscribers. His name's McGill. He's really funny. He's got some great edits, but
I don't know him. I'll have to have a look. My boys are they're kind of coming off Dan TDM and Ali A bit. Mm-hmm. They love. I tell you what, I love FGTV. Have you seen that?
No, I don't.
It's this American guy, and he's quite annoying. But once you get past the annoyance, he's a brilliant editor. And he has his family playing, including this little bebes. This got a little baby. It's funny, man. It's really dumb. It's really, really stupid and dumb. And it's a lot of fun. Slogo Man and Jelly we've been watching. But there's so many of them. There's some good stuff out there.
Yeah. But I saw the Alpha Sync in the top left corner. What's that about?
AlphaSync gave me my computer.
Oh.
So that's why we got that there. AlphaSync gave me the computer. I was using a Mac before this, which is a nightmare to stream on. And I spoke to AlphaSync and they gave me the computer. All I've got to do is have that little thing up there, do some tweets about AlphaSync and say, genuinely, they're the best computers you can get for gaming and streaming.
Yeah. I was I'm on my laptop right now watching the stream. It's a HP one.
Yeah.
It's good, but I wanted to get into PC gaming because all my friends have PCs now. But my dad doesn't really want me to sell that, so I'm selling my bike to hopefully get some money for it. And I was looking. I was genuinely, and I'm not joking about this. That's why I recognised it because I know I'd never heard it before. But I got an ad on Instagram about it, AlphaSync, and I just decided to click on it. It's about £500, I think.
Go and have a look, right? I'm not going to do a full-on ad for them, but I genuinely, I think they're brilliant. I was speaking to them today, and there's a chance we might be doing some giveaways with them at some point. I've never used a PC that's was smooth and as easy as this, and my boy has got one as well, which I bought, and it's just a dream. It's a dream to use, man.
Yeah, but yeah, they're much quicker than most laptops. But
good luck.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Now, Gabriel or Gabriel?
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Yeah,
Gabriel. All right. It's that and the name Aaron and Aaron. I
that varies.
I always struggle with.
That varies.
Anyway, thanks. I just wanted to see how you're doing.
Nice one, man. You give us a call. We're here Monday to Friday, 9 till 12. It's not really about anything. It's just chilling and having a chat.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Take care, Gabriel.
I enjoyed that. Thank you, mate.
My heart broke a little bit when he said he was going to sell his bike.
Why?
Because...
Nah, he's 15.
Yeah, I guess.
15 is...
Yeah, but it kind of is the in-between of getting a car, isn't it? Having a bike, bit of freedom.
I wasn't using a bike 16, 17.
I used to ride mine to school.
Well, you're a bumlick. I wasn't using a bike then. It wasn't...
Oh, man.
We're going to go from that to, unfortunately, this. Yes?
Yeah, hello?
Goodbye.
It's just...
Hello? There we go.
Yeah. I mean, even the names.
Guys, we can't take any unknown person callers, I'm afraid. And I can't take any calls on Skype with people that haven't got pictures or have got obviously fake pictures. We've got to try a little bit harder.
Yeah, we've also had about 5 John Smiths.
We've got a lot of John Smith. It's a white name. It's a good white name.
It's the whitest.
It's a good white name. Look at the colour of my nose. What is that about? What is that all about?
Also, I'm barely any colour at all there, and I've got loads of makeup on.
Because Kath died 10 years ago. This very, very
Oh,
day.
gosh. Yeah, it's very sad. Very sad.
Adults being shown up by a 15-year-old. Absolutely right.
Well, adults in the loosest sense.
Yeah, they do put adults in inverted commas. Absolutely right. You kind of had the best glimpse of...
Yes, I did do a cycling proficiency test.
I did a cycling proficiency test. I got 97%.
Oh, I didn't get scores.
Oh, because, yes, Matt, I got 97%, and then I got to enter something for the county, and I came last because I used my sister's bike, which was not very good. Hello, 037.
Hi, yeah, my name's Adam. I didn't know that my number was hidden, so I've unhidden it. Basically, I just wanted to say that for the past 5 days...
Okie dokie.
I think a bit longer, don't you?
Danny's getting good. Danny typed in, wait for it.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Wait for
very
it.
obvious, isn't it?
Hey, Jerry, how you doing?
Struggling today.
Here he is.
Can you see me?
We can see you.
Great.
Yeah, we got you. Let's get you there.
You managed to get that bong back up on your shelf.
I was still looking at Jericho and
pull me off the shelf.
Pulled you off the shelf?
Not pull me off on the shelf, pull me
Yes. Okay.
I'm just struggling with it today. This helps. This is one way of coming up. There's various techniques to come out, coming out of freeze. It's really weird. It's a weird disease.
For those, we've got loads of new people watching us who've never heard of us, and so we have, when we were doing the radio show, we get a lot of regular callers. Jerry is one of the regular callers, and Jerry's got Parkinson's. And are you younger or older than me? I can never remember. We're about the same.
1 year older.
1 year older. All right. This is what I got to look forward to in 12 months. We love talking to Jerry. He's not very funny. He's a pain in the arse.
He's a terrible human being.
Awful. But one of the joys of doing this show and doing the show we did on the radio is that people that wouldn't normally get on to a phone-in show, we'd have them on.
Yeah.
And, some nights, Jerry, you speak a lot better. You're easier to understand than others.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you don't mind me saying this. I'm just kind of giving a bit of background for people that don't know the show very well. And also, it might... shut up, I'm talking. It might inspire... I know we've had other people who have called in... Thank you. who have called in because you called in, because they heard someone who sounds like them on the radio and they'd never heard it before. So I will shut up and away you go.
Bob, last night, they left me. My said his head's problem with it. And mind, hello. I've gone, you're back again. I've gone short. I've gone full picture.
Yeah, we can make our picture appear.
No, I'm saying last night Bob's wife said his head bobs. He's bobbing around a bit.
I was disappointed with the song that I wrote for Bob's wife. I don't think it was not my best.
Well, this is what happens when you sing off the cuff like you do.
Yeah, it was not my best. It was not my best song.
I thought it was all right.
Let me go through.
Where are we going?
We're going somewhere.
Don't dox yourself.
That's Sniper Elite. One of my favourite games, Sniper Elite.
Is it good?
I like Sniper Elite.
Right, I'm getting it.
It's good.
I'm getting it.
Don't see me in my graduation.
Yeah, go on. Let's have a look at your graduation. That's
a
nice room, that.
I'm not getting up and I'll just hang on, wait there.
Don't carry. What are you carrying? Is that a laptop? Oh God.
Don't climb.
Should we go full screen just in case he dies and we can sell the footage?
Oh, there he is. Oh, hang on. Oh.
Lift it up a bit. No, come forwards. That I'll try and work out where you are.
Hang on.
He's got it. He's got it.
No, can you see me?
Such a beautiful day. Did you know you had Parkinson's there?
It just started kicking in then.
Just started kicking in. And did you know that's what it was, or were you just a bit suspicious there was something not right?
No, I didn't know. Well, got misdiagnosed first of all. Say it was something called Wilson's disease.
Okay, there's no such disease. So that person who told you that is not a doctor.
So I found the test for some Wilson's disease, and he said you haven't got that.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. It's made up.
Parkinson's. No. Bad disease. Parkinson's is not good, but it's better.
No. I'm going to cut you off.
Off your bum.
There we go, you see. There we go.
That is always clear as a bell, even on his bad nights.
Go on, you take this one.
All right, who have we got here? Hello, 4418.
Oh, hi. Is that Ian's show?
It is a show, yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm just calling in to talk about the Rambo film. Someone was talking about... I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan.
What's your favourite Sylvester Stallone film?
Well, it's probably Rocky 2, if I'm being honest, but I have just seen the last one, like Last Blood.
That was terrible. Last Blood was terrible.
No, it was a pretty good movie, actually.
Oh, come on. It was 87 minutes. No, it's 90 minutes long, but there are 8 minutes of credits.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And
why? What are they doing in the credits?
Nothing. And I was reading about it. There was a whole fight. It was just silly. It didn't make any sense.
No, it was a good movie. I mean, obviously, it deals with a serious subject, which is, people trafficking.
Yes.
And that
yeah, but he dealt with it in a really stupid way. With him getting beaten up, his niece becoming a heroin addict, then dying, so he builds a series of underground tunnels with traps in to kill the Mexicans.
Yeah, it is a bit of a departure, but there was a good reason for it. If you look on IMDb, Sylvester Stallone sort of said that the reason he was making the movie was because he was shocked at the number of grooming gangs in the UK.
Okay.
There's a slow burner.
4418. We'll be adding that number to the list later on, guys. We'll be giving out all of these numbers later on. I don't think the last First Blood movie was made because of the grooming gangs in the United Kingdom.
I don't think that was really about Rambo.
It was some subtext that I missed.
These people see that everywhere, though, don't they? That's the problem.
It's amazing, isn't it? And I'll leave that call in because it's interesting. Racist. How obsessed with child pornography white supremacists are. And you've got to ask, what is going on in their heads that they're obsessed with it? You can. The natural conclusion is it turns them on. That's the conclusion.
Here's my theory, because I've seen some of their stuff, right?
That's the conclusion.
And, I've never seen a bigger bunch of misogynists and people who are generally terrified of women. And, I get called all kinds by them, right? I think they see women as property. I think it's more a territorial thing than actually care.
Yeah.
And it's something for them to fight about.
Don't forget, guys, I'm compiling a list of all of these numbers, and I will, if you want them, send me an email. If you want to have a chat with these people, you'd be very, very welcome to that. Yeah. Let's try this one. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Nah.
I was just calling.
Nah, no, you're not.
Oh.
No,
okay.
you're not. You're not.
Oh, sorry.
You're
okay.
not.
Yeah.
No. Bye-bye.
What? Sorry.
No, you're not.
Oh, I was just going to ask about your.
No. Always the same, isn't it? That's not a normal way to speak. Is it?
Oh my God!
You know what the problem is? They spend too much time on their keyboards. They've forgotten how to speak to a normal person.
I love it so much.
Unbelievable.
What's happening is there's 150 of them watching us now on a different stream and streaming, and it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. Should we do another one?
Yeah, go on.
Here we go.
Yep.
Hello.
Pick up the phone.
Hi. Yeah, can you hear me?
No, because you're on speakerphone. Come off speakerphone.
I'm not on speakerphone.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Well, your face isn't near your phone.
Come near the phone, please.
I don't know what to do.
Come off speakerphone.
What's that? I'm not on speakerphone.
What's that? Okay,
what's
thank you.
that?
Hello.
Hi there. Is this Mr. Lee?
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, I just decided to call the number because I wanted to say that I was a huge fan of you.
What's your favourite thing that I've done?
I used to listen to you 10 years ago on LBC. And
who was my producer on LBC?
Sorry?
Who was my producer
on? Hang on a second. Was it somebody named Carl? It was so long ago, and I
thought you were a huge fan.
I was a huge fan.
What was your favourite thing that we did on? What was your favourite thing that I did on the show?
Usually it's the random topics that you guys used to start off with.
For example.
It was so long ago that I had no idea because every show was always so different. And you always had the callers who were nutters and everything that used to come by. And I just like the way you actually dealt with them. Right now, I feel I'm actually shaking.
You should be in awe of my might.
Huh? Yes, exactly. I even had a character named after you when I was playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, obsessive, I know. But
so obsessive you can't remember anything in particular.
Of course not. It was literally so long ago.
What else have I done that you liked?
I think you did some sort of show. Well, as in, I used to be a fan before because I had a problem with insomnia and stuff, and I would listen to your show, which would start off really, really late on LBC, and it actually didn't help with the insomnia at all because things were so fucking. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
Steady. It's all right. Maybe go. Apologies for the.
Things were so funny. Yeah, things were so funny that I always sort of felt that it actually kept me up even more, and it was always diverse every single time. So today I was literally going past and I saw on Twitch that you had your own Twitch channel, which I didn't know existed, and followed it. Huge fan, and
Welcome.
I'm really happy that you're. That I am. I used to be, and I used to listen to it with my little brother as well. So
What's your brother's name?
Carl.
Second time you've said the name Carl.
I know, but
Isn't
I
that
don't know
funny?
why. There is somebody else. There was somebody else that you used to do your show with as well, and then after that there was somebody. I don't know. It was some time ago.
Okay, go on. What can we do for you this evening?
No, I just wanted to say I'm happy to find that I found you guys on Twitch, and I'll make sure to tune into your
Hey, nice
channel.
one, man. What was your name again?
Linus.
Linus.
You don't understand. I'm actually having a bit of anxiety just because I'm just because.
Calm down, Linus.
I know. I'm trying. But yes, when did you start doing your show on Twitch, if you don't mind me asking?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
This all happened yesterday? Nice. Well, I'm happy to have found your stream.
I'm happy to have you found us, Linus.
Yes, and I wish you all the luck, you and your co-host there. I'm sorry if I didn't say anything to you.
That's all right. I was just listening. I was wrapped.
Yeah, no. But that's the thing. It's like I was just happy, and I just tried to call in. I called in like so many times. Promise you, I'm not a psycho. That's what all psychos say. But yeah. Anyways, it was lovely talking to you.
How are you finding lockdown, Linus?
It's okay. I'm getting, for me, after the lockdown happened, I still got something paid by the company anyways for a few months, so I took it as holiday.
Yeah.
What about yourself, sir?
I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it, actually. I've discovered a lot about myself.
Yeah.
I have spent more time with my kids. I've had a great time.
Nice. I would do the same thing. I don't have the kids, but I do have a lovely dog, and I have actually enjoyed way too much time. She's actually spoiled to a point where for 2 months I was just like playing and everything with her. So it was actually really
That's
good.
the way it should be. I've got 4 cats, and they just dominate the whole place, man.
The only thing which sucks is that when I was with all this free time, you just think to yourself, God, it'd be great to just go on a vacation. And then you're thinking, oh, wait, you can't do that.
Well, you can't go abroad if that.
Abroad,
what's your accent
yes.
from? I can't quite place it.
It's a mix. I am from here, but I used to live in Canada for a little while. But I am a Londoner.
Okay. That's the sad thing, that you can't go on a plane. Well, you can.
Yes,
you can, but I certainly wouldn't want to. My brother-in-law is in New Zealand at the moment, and New Zealand has no lockdown because they have no cases. He had to go into quarantine for 14 days in a hotel, and bizarrely, I think there was someone on his flight that brought corona into New Zealand because I heard the story and I thought, oh God, it's Ivan. And someone did break the quarantine and got arrested, but he had to stay in a hotel for 14 days, and then he went out, and the world was not. He was having a party.
They had a big. I was going to say they had a big party, didn't they?
They had a big party, and everything. There were absolutely no restrictions at all.
Right. I was shocked about the amount when it comes to America. Like they had, I think, just in California. I was talking to a friend, and they have over 200,000 cases. And Mexico, the entire country, has less than California. And that was just like mind-blowing. I mean, I know New York is even worse, but damn, what are these guys doing over there?
Nothing. That's the problem. Their president is an idiot who thinks it's not a real disease, so... and people are thick and won't wear a mask. Just wear masks. Wear masks.
No, you can't wear a mask when you go on the beach. That's what they said. I mean, Corona doesn't attack you. Well, it doesn't attack you on the beach, apparently.
Apparently so, yeah, you're absolutely right.
It respects those sandy boundaries.
It's like when people wear masks when they're in a car, but then when they get to the party, they're like, let's take it off. Corona knows we're having a party here.
I've seen people driving on their own wearing masks.
I've got a theory about those guys.
Go on.
When we first started talking about masks, people were saying, right, if you're going to use a mask effectively, you've got to put it on and not mess with it. And I wonder whether it's people putting them on in a clean environment and then not wanting to touch it till they're back at home.
Could be. Yeah, could be.
Yeah, but the whole purpose of that is to wear it in public and just gonna go everywhere with a mask. But then when I see them taking it off in a party of 100 people, you're just having a night out or whatever it is. It's like in Italy. Schools and universities are not opening, but nightclubs are. And they're like, don't worry, we'll supply you with masks. And I'm like, yeah, huh? That makes no sense. Anyways.
Hey, listen, man. Thanks for calling up. I'm sorry we were a little bit grilling you.
It's okay.
when we came in. We're like Catherine and I are like border control, and we got to check that your papers are in order.
Jesus Christ, you guys put me in a terrible panic, but I completely understand. I did try to call you on Skype as well because the quality of the microphone will be a little bit better. The unfortunate thing is like you said, you want a picture. I think there is a picture, kind of. You don't see my face there, but I would love to call in some other time.
You give us a call anytime you want. I'm
really happy. Thank you. I'm really happy that I found you, both of you, and I'm looking forward to the show. I'm going to tell my brother now, by the way.
No, hang on. You're Linus, yes.
Yes, Linus, Lenus.
Yeah, got it.
There is a wordplay, but I'm just going to ignore that. Anyways, yes, I will be messaging my brother as well to let him know so that he knows that you're on Twitch as well.
Kath just got it. Kath only just got it.
Just leave it.
Well, I've not got my mind in the gutter like some people.
Linus, nice to talk to you. Send our best to Carl. Thank you very much indeed.
We were both. I mean, my spidey senses were tingling there, and I'm glad to be surprised now and again.
You've got to. Be on your guard. BMT says, I hope everyone who judged this guy feels, in capital letters, really bad now. Follow, like, subscribe. It all helps with doing this. Listen, Twitch are giving us a big old boost this week by putting us on the front page all this week. They ain't next week, and the numbers are going to go boom. But you can call in about absolutely anything you want. Let's go to... Yeah, we'll do that in a second. We'll do... yes, hello, 506.
Good evening, guys. How are we going?
Very well, thank you. Who is this, please, caller?
My name is Callum, and I'm from Birmingham.
Prove it. Speak in a Birmingham accent, please.
What was that, sorry?
Speak in a Birmingham accent, please.
Well, if I may just follow up from the last call about travelling abroad, if I may.
Oh, you may.
So I've quite an interesting little story.
Well, we'll be the judge of that. Go on.
My girlfriend actually lives in Hungary, so I haven't been able to see her for nearly 6 months now because of the lockdown.
Yes.
So it just made me kind of think about, because I've been enjoying it in a way. I've been working throughout the whole time at my place at work. But one of the reasons, I mean, your man who mentioned it's been really nice for a few people to kind of stay and, you know, have family time. But it's also been tough just because I haven't seen her for nearly 6 months, which has been quite tough. So.
Yeah, that must be tough. And you know, Skype and Zoom are brilliant. Hey, what happened to House Party? Do you remember House Party?
Oh gosh, briefly.
They got accused of they got hacked, and the rumor was that Zoom had hacked them and released all the data to totally discredit them.
But I'm sure Zoom denied all that.
Well, and Zoom and all these things are great, but yeah, if you can't be with the one you love right. The one you're with.
Well, yourself.
Yeah. It's tough, you know. It's really tough, and it's
hard.
It's quite interesting because I've heard a lot of people, and I do agree with them. I think we've all benefited somewhat from having more time with, you know, close friends and family. But
whereabouts in Hungary does she live?
She lives in Budapest. She's from a small town to the east of Hungary, near the border of Romania, called Pekesaba. But she lives in Budapest now.
How did you meet each other?
Well, that's an even funnier story. I've worked in America for 3 years at a summer camp in Wisconsin. So I kind of did sports and some outdoor adventure sort of things. And my second year, I went back because I've been at I finished up university. And my second year was her first year, and she got placed randomly. So when you kind of apply, you put down all the things you like doing, whether you're sporty or whether you like arts and crafts or drama. And it turns out we're both sporty people, and just by chance, someone found our 2 applications and placed us in the same place, and we've been together for 2 years now.
Gosh, what was your nickname on camp? Because my sister did Camp America, and she had to use a sort of pseudonym. No one uses their own names.
Well, it was funny. I was known as Sporty Spice because all the kids there just associated anyone from England with the Spice Girls, even though I'm obviously a bloke. So Sporty Spice was my nickname.
And what was her name?
Her name was the Hungarian Brute because they all associated her with being quite frontal sometimes, which is sometimes the way with a lot of Eastern European people. They kind of say it how it is all the time, which I quite find endearing, to be honest. But
my computer's just popped up saying that out of my 225 gigabyte hard drive, I have only 98.4 megabytes free. Now,
wow.
That's quite bad, right?
I mean, I'm not a massive tech guy, but to do with emails, if it said that I had that little space left with that amount of hard drive, I'd assume we'd probably need some more going on somewhere.
Okay, right, God, okay. Well,
That's a bit of a worry, isn't it?
Well, it's not. I'm assuming I just click it and drag it all over to the D drive. Is that what we do, computer guys? As I've not really, I was a Mac guy for ages. I'm just going to drag it over to the D drive.
If in doubt, either restart the computer or drag and drop. Right.
There we go. This guy knows what I'm just also where I'm recording this, which might mean. What was your name? I forgot your name.
Yeah, Callum.
Sporty Spice.
Callum Sporty Spice. I'm just writing you down. Hey, nice to talk to you, Callum. Any idea when you're going to get to meet up with her again?
Well, it's actually my birthday in August, and we're kind of like being cautious about. I mean, sort of cautious about travelling, but definitely I'm looking into the possibility of getting a flight over there, depending on their travelling situation. So we'll see. We're kind of playing it by ear, but we're trying to be more hopeful than negative, you know.
Well, you've got to be, haven't you?
That's all you got to be sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
So,
nice one, man. Best of luck.
So, thank you, guys. Enjoying the show. Love it. Thank you,
guys. Take care, Sporty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. What a nice guy.
It's a good nickname as well.
What a nice guy.
When my sister was at Camp America, she had to dissuade a rather, green American girl from having her nickname as Nurturing Beaver.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she wanted to be called Nurturing Beaver. Everyone suggested, well, that's a great name and all, but maybe you want to be called NB.
Right, so hang on a minute. So so let's go to the C drive. Now, this is what people want.
Okay.
Look at all
but
these
this is the
videos.
spin-off show, Technical Difficulties with Iain Lee.
Oh, they're all videos that my kid has done. You absolute divvy. Right, so we can get rid of those. Delete.
Oh.
This is tonight. What is the date? That's tonight's show there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get rid of these. I don't need these. Delete. This is what it's about, guys. These are too big to recycle. Yeah, get rid of them.
This is maybe a good reminder for all of us to tidy up our drives.
4,615 people watching a bloke delete videos.
4,000 are thinking, yeah, I could do with deleting a few things on mine.
Delete. All right. Now we go to the bin. I don't know. Jeff Bezos must so be regretting giving us money to do this absolute rubbish. Where's the bin? And then we click on empty recycle bin. Oh, it doesn't make the satisfying noise.
No, but let's have a look at your status
now how do I check settings?
Oh, this is exciting.
It is exciting. People enjoy this stuff. System, would it be system sound multitasking? No. Accounts? No. Ease of access? No. Privacy? Windows? Search? Time? Personalization? Devices? Phone? Apps? Gaming? Cortana? Oh, where would my memory? No. Does anyone know? Open the File Explorer, then this PC. I don't know what that means. Don't know what any of that means. If you're saving the videos to upload to YouTube, you can do that directly from Twitch. Yeah, but you lose a little bit of the quality. And also, I want to take the audio from it. This is better than any other late night. Totally. Oh, God, this is totally the best show we've ever done. Right-click C, hit properties. Here we go. We're all learning something. Right-click C. Properties. I'm up to 27.8 gig now, so I've freed a little bit of space. Paddy says, send me your bank account details. I will log in and fix it for you.
Oh, helpful.
Take this one. Oh no, you take.
It's too late.
You take that one.
Okay. Hello, Robin, with the tidy flat. Bet your bed's made, isn't it?
Yeah, I tend to make beds every day.
I got my when we were away camping, not camping, in this den. What do they call it? A log cabin last week. And my boys are 8 and 10, and in the morning I said, "Right, boys, make your bed." They've never made a bed. Their mum's half Greek. She does everything, right? And it was hilarious watching them make a bed, and then as they walked away from it, what they thought was an acceptable bed making scenario.
My kids have got bunk beds. So the one in the top bunk, she keeps her bunk bed nice and neat. There's very little in there. She's got one teddy bear. She's got one fancy cushion. That is it. The bottom bunk, however, is basically, Toys R Us aren't in business anymore. If you want toys, they're in my kids' bed, all of them, every single thing.
Robin,
I'm talking jigsaws and everything.
Stay there. I forgot we've got to do a little bit of business. Catherine, I've just got to do a little bit of business. Give us 2 minutes. Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. They're solicitors. If we screw this up,
we're in trouble.
We're going down.
Here's the thing, though. I've been listening to a lot of radio recently because I'm free during the day, and some of those solicitors sound scary. This is not what Gregorian Emerson family solicitors do at all. They are as much for mums as they are for dads. They look at the whole situation for the family. They are not trying to pitch one side against the other. What they want is to look after your, from a psychological point of view, as well as everything else.
Legal and psychological approach to family law for mums and dads.
They don't baffle you with legal jargon, and while they can't win every case, they'll do their flipping best for you. There may be an issue, but they succeed. They say 95% of all cases get an agreement where no one else could.
And look, we've got people in the chat who've dealt with them. Jeff is saying, Richard at Gregorian is amazing. He's a nice guy. He is a nice guy. Jerry, who we had on earlier on, was in a care home that was lousy. Richard sorted it out free. I shouldn't say free, because you will now be expecting him to do free work for you. He won't, but...
This was stuff he didn't need to do, and I know that he's keeping an eye on Jerry's situation, and he's been looking out for him for years now, right?
We got some testimonies for them, and we'll read some of those tomorrow. Somers Waste Solutions, national coverage, can manage the waste from organisations across the UK, huge businesses, tiny little shops. They can improve companies' environmental performances, increasing recycling, decreasing general waste, increasing and implementing food recycling, which is something I don't do. The food recycling is a mystery to me, and I should do it, and I feel guilty that I don't do it, and now I'm trying to sell you on the idea of it.
And speaking of mysteries, it doesn't end there. They will sort out your confidential waste. No problems at all.
They can do it on-site or off-site, the confidential waste.
Hazardous stuff. They can help you with environmental compliance.
Boris Johnson will be calling them up very, very soon. I suspect that Russian report was some of that. And they are confident that they can save, this is two things. They can save your organisation money, and they can increase your green credentials, and they've got Bob the Cat. And there is Bob the Cat. I mean, why would you not? The details are on the page, somerswastesolutions.com. If you use any of these companies, please, can you say that you heard about them through us? Thank you very much indeed. Robin!
Yes.
Your patience is appreciated.
Yeah, it's all right. I got two things for you happening in my life recently. One thing is that it's about job. I got an invitation to do a demo for Talk Radio. I'm not sure it's good for you, but
no, it's good. It's all experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it this week and see if there's any good news after that. Another thing is I joined Tinder for the first time in my life.
Oh, here we go.
This scary music is for Talk Radio. It also works for Tinder as well. Tell me now, Tinder is the swipe left, swipe right.
Yeah.
What and so which way is for yes, I would like to kiss
left
you?
Left is to leave it. Right is you're all right.
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been on there for? Any success? We went on Tinder once, didn't we?
We tried, to
promote the show. We plugged the show on Tinder.
We want to spend the evenings with you.
And we got taken off.
Although didn't some politician,
an Australian politician,
yeah,
that's where I nicked it from. I saw it when I was over there for the jungle that someone had done it.
Yeah.
And yes, I did say Twinder. I did say Twinder.
That's
Thank
very
you,
niche.
someone acknowledged. Yes. I don't get that thing. But anyway, how long have you been on Tinder, Robin, and how's it going?
I registered on last Tuesday, and I started to browse it when I have time to finish my other day job. It's kind of like I got quite a few matches. I'm surprised. I don't know if anyone would match me, but they do.
Did your profile picture have a great big fish in it?
No.
Oh, sounds like you didn't need it.
You need to have the fish. You need to have the fish. And when you get matches, is that people that... Because I don't really understand it. Is that... I'm so old, and I'm sure you're the same, Catherine. We used to do phone-ins separately. A friend of mine has decided to try internet dating. Now, sounds very odd to me. What's wrong with meeting someone in a bar? Would you ever consider trying internet dating? Give us a call now.
I think I phrased it a bit more subtly, and it was more like, internet dating? Is it just for weirdos? Call me now.
But now, all dating is done on the internet. And thank God, because of Corona.
And here's the thing, it's not just for weirdos, although you will find them on there too.
Yeah. So that is... it's okay.
I guess now people can go to the pub. It takes... because otherwise it's like looking at the sweet shop and not being able to visit, isn't it? During lockdown, you were looking at, maybe talking, maybe sort of shoring up something for when you are allowed out.
By the way, I'm waving the ban hammer around because people making jokes about Grindr, that's kind of homophobic. So I'm waving the ban hammer quite here. We're going to get a load of people going, all I did was make a joke about Grindr.
If the punchline is because they're gay, it's not on.
So, so, okay, you said you had some matches. Does that mean the computer has matched you up or some people have swiped right?
Okay, so if I swipe right on some people and they swipe right on my profile as well, then we matched. That's how it works.
Okay, so it's got to be a double swipe.
Yes.
It's like that Jasper Carrot game, Golden Balls. If both people said stay, then both of you got the money.
Yeah.
But if one of you said stitch up and the other one said stay, then the one who said stitch up got the money. But if you both said stitch up, no one got the money. Jinx, Catherine Boyle.
Thank you.
And have you spoken to any of these people? Have you WhatsApped them? Have you Instagrammed any of these people?
That's hilarious because I'm so freaking out speaking to people. So I matched I got 4 matches on my profile at the moment, but I have never messaged any one of them. I just don't know what to.
You should put in your profile, I do not like talking to people. This relationship will be conducted over WhatsApp when I feel up to it. That's what I would put. Send them a message.
I'll try it. I still just need a kind of encouragement from life because when I was firstly on Tinder app, I chat with my friend and she said no I'm gonna match you. But it's joking, but it's kind of way that I never expected someone would just swipe right on my profile. So at least I'm happy about that.
I think the majority of us, and I'm prepared to be proven wrong, I would suggest the majority of people are surprised that someone else would fancy them. I know I am. I'm surprised constantly. I am surprised that people would fancy me. Why would they fancy me? I'm slightly overweight, not very. And I think a lot of people have that. I can't believe he asked me out. I can't believe she asked me out. I can't believe.
I had a friend who always thought that they were joking. She was like, no, he's taking the mickey. And she was great, but you only see your flaws. For some people, those flaws seem more important than. Here's the thing: they're interested in you. You obviously like something about them. What you need to do, and this is what Iain did when he went for the talk radio interview. When he went in there and he pretended to be a guy that's good at interviews. So what you need to do is, hi, this is the guy that's good at interviews. What you need to do, Robin, is be the guy who's good at saying hi. You don't have to marry them.
I'll try it because actually it's quite funny as well. I put in my profile saying I talk too much behind the mic, and actually I just can't even message them when we match on the.
This is different though. Because those who don't know, Robin is into radio and does student radio and hopes to get a career in it. But this is different. I can't do phone calls. I hate phone calls, but I can do it here because this is a performance. And I learnt that when I used to do Vox Pops for the 11 o'clock show. I hated doing Vox Pops, but I knew that the end result was going to be worth it. Mm-hmm. So I could do it because there was a camera there. And you've seen, Catherine, when I've got a digital recorder, I think we did it in New York.
Yeah, we did.
If I've got a digital recorder, I can walk onto a train and start shouting very loudly and singing at people.
Because you're being the radio guy, right? And it's the same with you. And you're being Robin at work or Robin, behind the mic.
It's different to conversation.
Please like real Robin. It feels a lot more vulnerable, doesn't it?
I'll work on that. I just build up my confidence day by day. I think probably, and hopefully for some good news.
The retro engine's got a tip. Are you prepared to hear a tip, Robin? Would you of what you might possibly? Okay, this could work. The retro ender says, just say, "Hi, looks like we matched. Let's light a fire, baby."
Oh no, don't use lines like that.
I think that's all. I think that's all they've got for you. So there you go.
The first bit is
Good
nice.
luck.
Hi, looks like we matched.
Let's have a chat.
Yeah, let's have a chat. That's fine.
Robin, best of luck. Let us know how it goes, and good luck with
can't
those with those jobs and what have you. Even if you are working at the old place. The old place. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
What's your name, caller?
My name's Aidan.
Hello, Aidan. Nice to talk to you.
I wanted to ask you a question, really, because I'm currently working on a temporary contract throughout lockdown for track and trace. I don't expect it to last very long, but I'm really considering a career change. Just wanted to ask you both in particular. I'm a recent university graduate, studied backstage theatre for lighting design.
Whereabouts?
At Derby.
Okay, yeah.
And I also kind of did on the side student media as well. I volunteered for the student radio team and the newspaper. I just wanted to really ask you, what would you recommend to be doing or what advice would you have for a budding 23-year-old recent graduate who wanted to get into to radio or broadcasting?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know because I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
I know that. I knew that part. I was
You can have my
a sore subject.
I don't know because I kind of got in. I did performing arts, and even though I did a little bit of radio before, I got onto the radio really because I've been on telly, and I got on telly because I was doing loads of auditions, and eventually something clicked, and then once you've been on telly, particularly 20 odd years ago, they were just giving radio gigs away to anyone that had ever been on telly. What do you want to do?
I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I know I love music. I love live music in particular, whether that be in a concert or whether it be some intimate acoustic kind of settings. But all I really know at the moment is that theatre hasn't worked for me for one reason or another.
Theatre's dead. I hate to say it. Theatre's dead. Theatre is never going to come back. It's going to take 5 years, 10 years for theatre to come back to anything close to what it's been. We're going to need a vaccine, which is going to take 2 or 3 years, and then you've got to try and rebuild the infrastructure because a lot of theatres, the smaller ones in particular, will be gone. And I don't mean to be bleak, but that's just the horrific truth of it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be a huge shock to everyone when they suddenly figure out, hold on a minute, we can't do performing arts anymore.
Yep.
Oh no.
But now is the time that we need performing arts. Now is the time we need music. Now is the time we need plays. Plays are great because plays can help us make sense of our insane reality, by expressing it in a way, or do the opposite and take you out of reality. That's what plays and movies are the best at. Helping you work out your feelings about what's going on in your life, or helping you forget your life for 2 hours. And that's why we need it now.
Yeah, escapism and inspiration.
Absolutely. There we go. Oh, I'm going to use that as the title of my autobiography.
The Iain Lee story. Well, it is a tricky one because it is a tricky one. You said that you were writing for the local. Were you saying the local paper or the university paper?
University student media. I hosted a radio show and I did some articles for the newspaper.
Right. Well, that's great. I did a couple of articles for the university newspaper. I never did any radio. I was too busy boozing. And then I went on and did journalism, but it sounds like that's not the sort of thing you want to get into. You want to be more sort of presentation.
Music and presentation, and the enjoyment of music, really.
I'm wondering whether actually maybe old media is something. New media maybe is the way forward. You could do it today. You could do your own stream. You could, and at least it's building something.
Yeah, I'm trying. Just don't have enough time, sadly. Working most of the week for the government at the minute for the track and trace.
How is the track and trace, without obviously breaking any confidentialities that I'm sure
Of
you have
course.
signed? How is that going? Are you, because we heard first of all we heard stories that no one was phoning up, and then I heard stories that people were phoning up, but were refusing. People weren't giving phone numbers of the people that they'd met, and that it was. Are you? How are you finding it?
Obviously, I can't say too much.
No.
Sorry to be a bummer, but what I can say is that there's a huge amount of people ready and waiting to go for if we get a second spike.
Right.
That's probably why reports are coming out saying that people aren't working, because there's just so many of us ready to go, and there's, it's a bit of a Darwinian circle. You don't want cases to come in, but you kind of want cases coming to have to work, but then you don't, and you do. You kind of get my point.
I get it. It's like the Nightingale hospitals. They were there just in case the worst happened.
Indeed, and there's so many of us, perhaps the majority of us are there just in case the worst does happen, but we'd rather be there.
Yeah.
In case it does happen. So
I think
the reports are partly true, yes. I can
think
that, but there's
really what you can. What was your name? Sorry, because I'm going to click on the thing and add your name.
Aidan.
Aidan, I remember you said that at the start. I'm just typing it in, so if next time you call in, we can go, hello, Aidan. Radio making huge cutbacks. Everywhere is making huge cutbacks. You'd be not surprised to hear. And I know some top radio people, some very famous people who are being asked to take massive pay cuts to keep working. So I don't know how you get into radio. TV, hardly any TV is being made right now. It's going to pick up again soon. But I think the real future is streaming in some way. Now, that's easy for me to say because I have a little bit of a following. Alex Horn, who I'm a big fan of, I think is really funny. He's got 200,000 followers on Twitter. Was streaming on Twitch the other day. I can't remember who told me this. And he had 197 people watching him. And he's got a big following. Mm-hmm. It's tough, man. We've got 4,500 people because Twitch are being really kind and they're plugging us this week. Next week, I suspect it'll be down in the high hundreds. And then we have to kind of really work to build the momentum. But streaming and podcasting is a great way to kind of learn your craft. And, I mean, how pretentious do you want me to get, Aidan?
I mean, I'll take all I can get at the minute.
I'm going to get really pretentious then.
Here we go.
Here we go. You shouldn't be making stuff to make money.
Which is difficult when you need to make money.
Oh God! I mean, it's such a line. But you shouldn't be creating stuff to make money, and if you make money, that's a brilliant byproduct. It's a tough one, man.
So is what you're saying, keep your day job, grin and bank it, and allow, and try and make enough time to do something creative just to take the lid off now and again,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and also just on Twitch, so I do, I don't stream myself, but I stream with a community of people that do esports and motorsports. So we go and do iRacing and Project Cars, and we then, there's a group of us that stream that, and we just finished the stream. I saw this on the front page of Twitch being promoted, and I saw your name, and I knew some of the work you've done with LBC and everyone. I know everyone's going to probably say that to you, but you're a very recognisable name, and I thought I'd pop on and love
well,
what
I'm
you're
glad
doing.
you did, Aidan. Listen, call us again, and we have your name in the system. So the next time you call in, you're going to get a wonderful, friendly,
warm reception,
socially distanced, warm reception from us. And keep listening because maybe some people might have some suggestions.
Yeah, and we don't want to dishearten you. It's really bloody tough at the moment, and
everywhere's feeling it. And it's not just a one place or one sector thing. Performing arts, everywhere, manufacturing. It's everywhere at the minute. It's everywhere feeling it. So.
About a month ago, when I was looking down the barrel of a job I really was not enjoying anymore, I tried to sort of chase up some old contacts to see if there was anything going, and I would have gone and done. I would have read the news again. I would have nothing going. And I was having conversations like I was, in your position, trying to get in for the first time. It's just really flipping awful at the moment. It won't stay that way. Something will change, but I don't know whether it will change in the way that means that people get chances again. I hope it does, but it's just tough.
We can
I'm so
all
sorry.
but hope.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Aidan. We'll speak again. Take care. Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 6370. You can Skype TLNA if you want to. Just do it quickly.
Hiya.
Hiya. Hello, 121.
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
It's Beth.
Beth. Did you say Beth?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, Beth, what you got for us, Beth?
Hiya. Well, I just thought I'd say hi, really. I've never listened to the show before, and I saw you on the front page of Twitch, so I thought I'd listen yesterday, and it was really good, and I listened today, and it's dead good, and I just wanted to say hi, really.
Hi,
and I saw that you want to give this up, and you've just been talking about it, and are you sure? Is this not you? Are you not a natural performer? Are you going to miss it?
I don't know. I just feel that I'm done. I mean, we're doing this for a year. Listen, as jobs go, this is a great gig, right? So I'm not knocking this at all, and I'm so grateful that Twitch had taken this on. I just have been thinking, and a lot of the stuff that I have been, the things that I've been chasing, actually, and I'm never going to get, and I don't think I actually want, and I just don't feel the passion for it, Beth.
That's fair enough. I'm a little bit gutted because I feel like I've just discovered you, and then you're like, I'm off, see you, bye.
I'm off. There is a whole back catalogue of gold.
The way you've got to
there.
look at it, Beth, is like a holiday romance. It's so great. We won't have time to start hating each other. Well, we might, but there's less chance. We're here for a year.
What's the story between you two?
We worked together for about 7-8 years. Is that right? And
I'm just watching people trying to get swear words through the chat box.
Beautiful.
We worked together at a local radio station. Then I got the boot from there, and I went to Talk Radio, and I brought Catherine along, and we're like best mates, and we she was my producer and co-host, and now for the first time we are equal billing on the show.
Fair enough. Great.
What do you do, Beth?
I'm a solicitor.
Oh, okie dokie.
One of those.
Good. Hey, listen, we all need solicitation at some point. How do you find it? Because it must be a lot of it must be really boring.
It is. I work in sort of transactional law, so I do real estate, and it's very, very dull. But I'm a dull person, so it's fine.
Oh no, I'm sure you're not. And what are you doing? What are you doing? Kind of surfing Twitch at this time of night?
I'm not. I read The Guardian and I saw an article in there about you guys, and then came on Twitch and then saw it, so clicked on it, and here I am.
Wow.
We're warming up. We're just warming up. This the first week or so is I've got keyboards in front of me, and I'm just getting my head around which buttons I have to press. And Catherine is kind of used to being billed as the second fiddle. And last night I said, "You should talk more." She went, "Yeah, I should talk more." And I said, "Well, sharpen your elbows."
Really should. Actually, and there's been some really great content from Catherine tonight. I think personally, speaking for myself.
I'm used to being the one asked to listen out for when he drops a clanger or one of the callers do. So I sometimes find myself going, oh, hang on a minute, I'm supposed to be joining in with this show rather than just sitting back and enjoying it.
It's a different role, isn't it? It takes time to get into stuff like that.
I tell you what else is weird is that we're sitting next to each other now rather than opposite. So I used to produce him.
Kath keeps farting.
At least, do you know what? At least that is one small mercy, is that I'm not in your line of fire anymore. But we used to sit opposite each other because I used to produce him on air, which would require quite a lot of eye contact, which is why, my faces have become something of a GIF magnet. GIF magnet.
Jesus.
So now, sitting beside each other, it's a little bit trickier, isn't it? It's like being on University Challenge, except no one's very bright.
Sharpen those out, because here's the thing, Beth. I'll talk. When I'm pressing buttons, I'm talking automatically without thinking to fill the gap. I'm used to being the one that has to fill the gap. So you've got to earn your keep, baby.
I'll earn my keep.
Earn your keep, baby.
She's doing all right.
She's
Come
good.
on, she's doing really,
she's
really
the best.
good.
She's the best.
Yeah. So what's the plan going forward when you finish this show? What are you going to do?
What, tonight or in a year?
In a year.
Here's the thing: if we become Twitch millionaires, I'm
Yeah.
staying.
We didn't have this conversation.
I'm staying. But I'm going to college.
Catherine will be doing it on her own. She'll boot you out.
Oh, I would watch it and I would listen to that every single night. She's my favourite.
It'd be like new phone, who dis?
I plan to go back to college. I've got 2 days college this week and 2 days next week to do a little certificate. And then if that goes well, in September, I'm going to try and enrol in college for a 2-year diploma in counselling.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's fantastic. Wow. Okay. Wow, I wasn't
plan.
expecting that.
No, I know. No one is. And everyone goes, everyone thinks it's a joke. It's like, no.
What I would love to see, though, is, whether you can take a step out of the limelight or whether each one of those consultations will end up being a private Iain Lee performance.
Got this great video of me when I was in the jungle. Have a look at it. It's on YouTube.
You think you've got problems? Check this out.
That's the plan. But,
and you wouldn't incorporate, just thinking out loud here, you wouldn't incorporate your counselling into your streaming or anything like that. That might be a nice little, I don't know, offshoot of what you're doing now.
It might well be. It might well be. Who knows how I'm going to be feeling in 3 years? All I know is after last night's show, which was brilliant, I wasn't buzzing and I wasn't down. It was just a bit. It was just a bit flat, and that's me being completely honest. It was just a bit. I did that,
But that always happens quite often after big things. I get that when I go into, I don't know, a meeting or whatever, and I've got to talk for 2 hours to someone, and I come out and I go, oh, I think that's normal.
Yeah, I think so. And also, there've been a lot of heightened emotions over the last month or so.
Oh, shut up! See, there we go. There were. Kiss it now. Can I? Is that sexual harassment, Beth? Can I? I know you do like property and stuff, but she sexually harassed me at work.
I was driven to it.
How much could I get for that?
Loads, hundreds, thousands.
I'm in. Beth, it's really nice to talk to you. Thank you so much for calling.
Thanks so much, guys.
See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. What nice people we're getting.
Yeah.
We're getting nice calls tonight.
I liked her. Educated woman.
Very, very much so. Hello, 224.
Hello.
And then we go to this.
Oh, I actually got accepted. Hello.
You got accepted. What's your name, caller?
Oh, my name is Carl. I may sound American, but I'm actually calling from Sweden right now.
But are you American?
No. When I was younger, my mom used to work for the UN, so I lived in America for a few years and moved to Guatemala for a couple of years, and I moved to Sweden finally 10 years ago.
How are you finding Sweden?
Well, I mean, since I was born here to begin with, I just feel like it's Swedish, right? A lot of international, I guess, like people who live in different countries kind of feel split. But for me, in my opinion, since I was born here and I've lived here most of my life, it's just my natural place to be.
Okay. How can we help you tonight, Carl?
Well, I was kind of interested in, because obviously now during the pandemic, Sweden has kind of taken its unique position of, not locking down and
how's that working
people
for you
staying
guys?
home. And, a lot of Swedish media kind of propagate this idea that it's really good that we've chosen the right strategy and whatnot. But then also when I read foreign media that states that Sweden is doing a bad job, that
Well, I thought the death rate was. I've not kept an eye. I've got relatives in Sweden, but I've not really kept an eye on it. Last I heard, I thought the death rate was quite bad.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, it really depends on what you mean when you say the death rate, because
I mean the rate of people dying per 100,000.
Yeah, but I mean, and I'm going into that because I mean how those deaths are recorded.
Right.
Because if you look at like in Sweden, at least what I've heard, deaths are recorded in the sense that if you're diagnosed with the COVID-19 within 30, and you die within 30 days of it, you're considered a death by COVID. And let's take an extreme case: you're diagnosed with COVID-19, you get hit by a car, you'll still be.
Yeah, I think we've just discovered there's a similar issue over here with that.
Mm.
But that's not going to make it. That's not going to have a. But that wouldn't have a significant impact on the numbers, though, would it?
Well, it depends on what approach you take. Because I also think if you look at Belgium, for example, I mean, they also impose lockdown measures, and they have a death rate of about, I think it was 800 per million, which is about 300 more than Sweden. And it all depends on how you count deaths. But generally, I mean, right now, I didn't really want to talk about deaths, but I just want to kind of get your opinion and what you think the general consensus is for like Sweden's strategy. Or do you think we're doing things right?
No one cares.
Oh.
No one cares. No one cares in this country. No one cares what's happening in Sweden. If I'm completely honest, no one cares.
I think we're all too busy looking at the shambles that's ensuing here.
It's not a story at all. Here is a story. America is a story. Brazil is a story. And every now and then Germany will be a story. But that's it. The rest of the world, no one in Britain cares.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, man. I love Sweden. I love it. I think Sweden's great. I've been to the Pippi Longstocking Museum in Sweden. So that's true.
You're virtually Swedish.
Virtually Swedish.
Sure. As long as you've also been in IKEA, then you're good too, man.
Exactly, man. IKEA. It's supposed to be pronounced IKEA.
IKEA.
And that's not me being rude, Carl. Honestly, it's not a story in the media. Every now and then a Twitter thread will pop up. How's Sweden's unique attitude to COVID going?
Because I think actually at first some newspapers were hoping that we would pursue a herd immunity kind of technique, and they were looking to you guys to show everyone that was the way to do it. But I don't think it's quite I don't think the numbers are quite as convenient as some of those papers would hope.
Yeah, no, I mean, I remember it was more towards the beginning where the media coverage was like really strong. It's like, oh, look at this one country, Sweden doing differently. That's when the media attention, and I understand there isn't much media attention now, but I'm just kind of thinking as an afterthought, if you were to think at all, like, would you have rather been more free to do what you want to do?
I wanted a tougher lockdown like they had in Greece and in France, where you needed documents to go out. I think we never really had a lockdown over here. It was a joke. I wanted a tough lockdown, and I just think that a society where business and spending is more important than people's lives means that we have built our society on entirely the wrong basis.
Yeah.
That's
true.
capitalism. And what's the alternative? I don't know. But the fact that people going to Pizza Express is more important than my mum's life says to me that we have got our entire system completely to cock.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I mean, I've also been skeptical about the Swedish approach, because I mean, my family actually had a round of COVID-19, and there was some problems in our family. But it's hard. I mean, for me at least, I'd say it's kind of hard to tell. You need to see kind of in the future how the end results of this kind of, I guess, the Swedish experiment would be. Whether if a second wave might be deadlier, like the Spanish flu was, or if maybe Sweden just had it wrong all along and it was a full lockdown that was necessary.
Well, I read something pretty terrifying in the New York Post today about apparently a doctor in Israel has reportedly been reinfected with COVID.
Yeah, you can get it again. You're immune. I said this yesterday. The antibodies go for most people after about 6 months.
That kind of blows, as you said yesterday, but blows herd immunity out of the water, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I took an antibody test just a couple of weeks ago, and I actually have positive on the antibody test, and it's valid for me for the next 6 months.
So that means you've had it?
Yeah, I've had it. Oh, yeah, for sure, I've had it. I can tell you
Did
that.
you know you had it, though?
Oh, God. Elsie in the chat says, we can get it again. Did you not know? Yeah, we can get it again, Elsie. I'm really sorry. Oh, I cut you off. Carl, I'm so sorry.
Carl.
Hang on a minute. I was resting my finger on the trigger. Carl, I'm really sorry, mate. Thank you very much for your call. I didn't mean to cut you off. That was entirely my fault. I was just resting my finger on the trigger. That's what happened. Hello, caller.
Hello, Ian and Catherine.
Hello.
Hello, this is Roddy from Glasgow.
Rogers?
No, Roddy.
Roddy. Hello, Roddy. Sorry, it's not the greatest line. How can I help you, Roddy?
So I had a question for you. What do you think about the freelancing and outsourcing of society?
I don't know what it means.
Well, kind of like what you're doing now. You have a show on Twitch.
Yes.
And so you used to be a broadcaster for like national media.
Yeah.
So let's say you do a show for a year. And it becomes really successful.
Yes.
And then the plug gets pulled for no reason at all. So that kind of thing. Or for example, if I was working for Uber and I'm in a situation where I can get the plug pulled from me altogether, what do you think about the way the world is going in that sense?
But that can happen in any job, can't it?
Yeah, no, I think it can. I just think, well, from my point of view, over the last 10 or 15 years, the world has become much more extreme in that sense. So it was just a generalised question in that
What's
area.
happened to you, Roddy?
Oh, no, nothing's happened to me. I thought it was an interesting question.
I think the concept of a long-term job career in one place is history.
Yeah.
You know, I used to laugh when you'd often, I don't know how old you are, Roddy, but
42.
42, and well, you might probably heard your parents talk about in the 60s, if you lost a job in the morning, you'd have another job by the afternoon, and we used to laugh at that. Just as kids now would laugh at the concept of working in the same company for 35 years. It doesn't happen. I mean, I don't want to come across all kind of socialist and stuff, because I don't think I am a socialist, but the working class and the people, the service industries and all of this, we're meaningless. I should include myself in that or not, but those people are meaningless to the people in power, to the Boris Johnsons and the Dominic Cummings and the wealthy elite. The Nigel Farages, everybody that told us to vote for Brexit. People are meaningless to them. Jobs are meaningless to them.
Yeah.
That's why people are being told to get on buses and go back to work. It's meaningless.
I would tend to agree with you there, but
I don't know if that someone's saying that sounds like socialism. I don't know if it is. I don't really know what socialism means. If it is, then okay, I guess possibly there's a chance I might be a socialist. I don't know, but the little people, let's call them, are unimportant. They're unimportant because, and if they die, then we'll just get someone else in. It's going to be a little bit trickier with Brexit because you can't get the Polish in or the Romanians in to do it, but there'll always be someone else to come and do it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Indeed.
Thank you, Roddy.
It's all a bit flipping depressing, isn't it?
It is a little bit depressing. I'm just going to add Roddy.
I didn't mean to be depressing.
Oh,
sorry,
no, I'm not blaming you for that. I'm just saying the situation at the moment.
What made me think of it? It was Dr. Disrespect, and he had a show on Twitch, and it got pulled, and he had millions of viewers and all that.
Well, I
kind
don't
of
listen.
thing.
Here's the thing: I don't know anything about this Dr. Disrespect guy.
Neither do
and
I.
I know that
just
people
know that he was big and he got taken off. That's all I know.
But okay, well that happened. But I mean, if you're phoning in to try and get one over on us, you could have just started the conversation with that.
Oh no, I'm not at all. No, I'm being absolutely genuine. I was just telling you
I don't know anything about it. But it was
how I got to the question.
Yes, okay.
That was how I got to the question, because that's what made me think of the question. I'm not trying to do you over.
Well, no, it's okay. But did he not break the terms of service on Twitch?
No, but that's what I found interesting, because I'm not specifically talking about Twitch here.
Yeah.
I just mean with big national corporations and all that kind of thing. These kind of things are so pliable, and they're so, they're not very clear. At the moment we don't know if he did or if he didn't. And
oh, look, people in chat are saying no one knows why he was banned, and then some people are saying it's a publicity stunt, and talking about it is falling for it, which is possible because I've done a few of those stunts in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. No, so it's just kind of that thing of I was thinking about that feeling of just that precariousness.
Yeah, but I guess we're all going to have to get used to it. It's like this whole idea of, owning your own home. I think people in future are going to have to get over that and think, well, renting is the only option,
Get over it, guys.
Job for life
Roddy,
is over.
Nice to talk to you. I look forward to speaking to you again. Thank you very much indeed. 0203 286 6370. Someone messaged in the chat and I missed it. Ian, just let yourself go. Come on, that's what you're best at. Just let yourself go.
What do they mean by that swear and stuff?
Just let yourself go. Let yourself go. I don't know what that means. You take this one.
All right, let's have a listen. Hello, you're on the Late Night Alternative. Who's that?
Hi, it's Craig.
Hello, Craig.
Hello. Sorry, let me just mute the stream so I don't want to hear myself. Hello. Yeah, I was just calling in, really. I've just discovered the stream. I saw it on the front page of Twitch. Been listening since like 9:30 and really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's been really good. There was something that I wanted to chat about, and it was something that's like sprung up because of lockdown, really, for me recently.
basically, I've been like had a dream of like pursuing a freelance career in like creative media, like photography and videography and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I've recently, like before lockdown, I was doing free work and stuff just to build a portfolio up. And it's gotten to the point now where I'm starting to get like paid work, which is great. And it's like I should be like over the moon with it and like really happy with it. But still, I'm like searching for feel like I'm looking for the next thing. And anytime I get paid work, I get like really anxious about doing it and like actually committing to it. And if it's like talking to a client about like money, and I hate discussing money with someone. And yeah, I was wondering if you've got any like tips on that, really.
Why do you get anxious?
I don't
what are you
really know.
anxious about?
I think it's like kind of just trying to understand like what the services I'm offering are worth.
I think a lot of artistic people feel like that because because your vision is something that you hope someone else will share, but also at the same time you think, oh, maybe I'm not as good as I think I am, and all that
Imposter
stuff.
syndrome
Yeah.
is you've heard of what was your name again? Sorry.
It's Craig.
Craig, I'm going to add you, Craig, just so that you've heard of imposter syndrome, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Most people have it. A lot of people have it where you think, God, someone's going to. I've had this my entire career. Someone's going to tap me on the shoulder and say, "We hired the wrong guy, and you're no good at this." And I have that constantly, every single day. Eventually, it happens. You get the book. So that's a common thing. But what I'm hearing, and maybe I've heard this wrong, is that you don't enjoy the work.
I don't know. I do enjoy it. Like when I'm when I've been working for free, like I've got a regular client that I shoot for now, and like when I was working for free, it was like amazing. I was like loving it. I'd come home, I'd have like the best time editing everything, and like now I'm getting paid for it. There's just like something in the back of my mind that's like you need to like up your game, but I feel like I'm not producing anything different to what I was before I was getting paid.
Yeah.
But like anytime I send them the videos, they're in love with them. Like they're really happy with them. But I feel like from my point of view, like I don't know, I'm just feeling like it's not good enough at the end of the day.
That's really interesting. So the fact that they're paying you puts more pressure on you, makes you feel like you should be doing something.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
isn't that interesting?
And I've from the work with them, I've got like other clients, and there's someone at the weekend I'm shooting for, and I was like, for hours I just left their message just unread on my phone, just trying to think about what to say next. And usually it's not a problem. Like I'm never really an anxious person at all. But it's just like now that it's coming to the point where I'm thinking like this could be like developing into a career.
Mm-hmm.
Which
is what you thought you wanted.
Yeah, it's completely what I wanted, and like I lost my job at the beginning of lockdown.
Right.
So like this whole time I've been like stressing, and I've like redesigned my website and everything like that. So I'm like good to go with everything, but now it's like starting.
Yeah.
It's just put like a load more pressure on it, and I
get it. I totally get it. I went back to painting during lockdown, and it was something I'd only ever done for fun before, and then people started wanting to buy it, and then it feels like it's something else, and you need to meet their expectations. Here's the thing you've got to remember. They believe you can do it. They see something they like in your work. People would not recommend you to their friends if they thought you were going to let them down or be crap. You've got to have faith, a bit more faith in yourself, which I know is easier said than done, but also recognise the fact that they believe you can do it. They want that thing that you're doing. And just because it's something that comes fairly easy to you and you don't think is massively difficult, you don't think is complicated enough to merit charging for, they can't do it. That's why they need you to do it. It's funny, isn't it? I think if you were an accountant and it was a matter of adding up and you knew that you'd either got it right or wrong, it'd be so much easier to charge people for it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think, like you said, it's like, because the stuff that I'm doing, like to me, isn't that technically difficult. Like it's really easy for me. I'm like, is this like good enough? Like, should I be doing more to warrant charging for it?
But they can't do it.
They can't do it. They can't do it. You can do it. I have faith in you.
I think that's the thing. And now, it's just like I've got like a few people now lined up that are interested, and I'm like, it's just like all come at once, which I wasn't expecting at all. Like I was expecting like now I've got like one like paid person. I was expecting maybe like to get one more within the next year, but I've had like a few people interested, and I think it's just like the pressure of it all. Like I don't want to like mess anything up.
You're not going to mess it up. You can do it. That's why they want you.
Yeah.
Have faith. I spent maybe 15 years doing this job that I think I'm quite good at now.
You can do it right now, please.
I was waiting to be ready. I was waiting to be worthy. I was waiting to push myself that bit further when I could definitely back it up. Here's the thing: you're doing it. You're already doing it, and you don't need to wait for someone else's permission. The permission is they're hiring you.
Yeah, exactly.
You got this. You got this. You just got. It's normal, I think, to feel, if you're an artistic sort of person, that you could do better, and that's what keeps you going back.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's. Yeah, she's come to terms with the fact that they're not able to do what I can do, so that's why they're going to give me money for it.
Yeah.
Which would be.
And then maybe you'll get to a point where you think, I'm actually quite good at this.
Yeah.
But baby steps.
Because like my whole portfolio at the moment is pretty much based off like free work that I've done, and I'm really, really proud with it. I think now it's like I'm adding like money into the mix with it, which is something that I hate anyway.
So you were doing that kind of for yourself, and now you're fulfilling someone else's. So it's not really about whether you think you did a good job; it's about whether they did. It is a different dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah, and one other thing that I wanted to touch on was like, do you have any advice on how to negotiate money with people?
Man, no, because I'm terrible at that. I'm terrible. I'm constantly this is why I have an agent, right? So I don't have to, but every now and then I do have to do it, and I will go in at a way less price than I think I'm worth.
Yeah.
And as soon as I've said it, I'll go, but if you wanted to make a cheaper offer than that, I'll do that. I don't. Look at what other people.
Yeah,
the best thing is look at what other people who are doing a similar job to you are charging. Yeah. And either charge the same, or if you want to undercut them a bit, that's cool. That's not low self-esteem. That's a sensible business model. You can undercut them a little bit. But it's tough. Money's tough. Money's tough to talk about and be frank about.
I think culturally, we still find it really difficult to talk about money. Because it's sort of, oh God, it's. But that allows people who don't give a stuff to take the mickey. So, I think that was really good advice. Have a look. Everyone's got websites these days.
Craig,
look at other people's prices.
We have to move on because we're coming to the end. Thank you very much indeed. I just saw a call from a regular caller, so I'm just gonna call this number here. Oh, geez, I can hear my cat's crying. You can probably hear cats and dishwasher.
Here he is.
At the moment.
Hello?
Hello, Nigel.
Hello?
Hello, Nigel. It's Ian and Catherine.
Hello, is that Ian?
Yeah, you're on
Ian?
Twitch. It's Ian and Catherine. You're on Twitch.
Hello, Ian. It's Nigel.
Nigel, guess what? Daryl Morris is listening to us.
Oh, right. Are you finishing your show soon? So I tried ringing earlier just after 9, but I couldn't get through.
Well, it's been quite busy,
it's been
Nigel.
Very, very busy.
But the time is yours now. In fact, you could say it was Nigel time.
It's Nigel's time now.
Yeah.
So have you had a good show? Because I couldn't get a signal on the Twitch thing.
Okay, I don't really know what that means.
Well, I got to your live video, but the signal was not strong enough to hold the picture. Because of the signal's bad in my area.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be ponying. You don't use up your data watching this, because this will use up a lot of data. I think we're discovering the mystery. I think we're working out the mystery of why your phone bills are so big.
No, it's not. I get it less now. They've altered that, so I don't have to worry. They don't charge me for the video.
Watch Twitch. Don't watch Twitch on using your data.
Oh, is there a charge on that then?
There is a charge on using the internet on your data and not on your Wi-Fi.
Oh, right.
For any internet.
You've got Wi-Fi,
but,
right, Nigel?
Facebook is free, isn't it? Facebook.
No, if you're using your data.
Oh, I thought it was all free. I didn't realise.
Not if you're using your mobile phone data.
No, I mean just to look at Facebook, look at messages and that. That's free.
Do you have Wi-Fi in your house?
I've got a Digibox which I get from EE, which they charge me for besides the bill.
And does that have like a password, and you have to connect your phone to it?
No. Oh no, it's nothing to do with the phone. It's separate. But at the moment, they're not charging me for using the internet, just the phone. I'm just paying a phone bill.
Yeah, but the data is data. You get like a certain amount of data for free, and then once you go over that, it starts costing you money.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah. So, but
Yes.
it's more expensive to listen to your show than it is talk radio. Then.
Well, no, it's possibly because it's got video, so it's more data.
Because you got video as well. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, what time are you finishing the show? About 12:30.
I think we finished it about 3 minutes ago. Yes, no, we're
No,
finished
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock tonight. 'Cause
Midnight, like
I've got,
Cinderella.
I've got my kids here, and I've got to make sure they're asleep.
People asked me to ring in earlier, but I did
Hang
ring
on a
in.
second.
But
Hang on a
obviously you
second.
was very
Screw
busy.
you, Mark. When Ian knows more about technology than you do, you're in trouble. Well, let me read what Mark actually wrote. When Ian knows more about technology more than you know you're in trouble. I know more about English than you do, Mark. I know more about English than you do, Mark. And
I've
you're
got
in
one
trouble.
topic.
Be quiet. You're in trouble with the feds and the popo and my fist.
Oh, mate.
Sorry, Nigel. Carry on, please, mate.
I'm talking to people in the street. I've got some friends in Tunbridge. I sat down and had a chat with one of my friends. And he reckons that it's not half as bad as you think, the virus that's going around, because he thinks it's more of a scam.
Is
than
he a
anything.
doctor?
No, of course. But I mean, he said he doesn't know anyone who's had it in the whole. Of
I
the
do.
town.
I know some people that have had it, and I know someone that's died of it.
But people
Who are you gonna
a lot of
believe?
people are not taking it seriously enough, are
A lot
they?
of people are idiots, aren't they, Nigel?
So I don't know what to think, to be honest.
Well, I've told you I know some people that have had it, and I
Mm.
know someone that has died.
But he said it's mainly people that have got chest complaints anyway,
Okay. Okay.
and things like that, you know. But
Okay.
Anyway,
You can either believe a random idiot on the street, or you can believe the facts.
Can I just say as well, Nigel, I would be very careful hanging out with that guy because I bet he doesn't wash his hands.
I bet he's licking
no, I
COVID
didn't
off
sit
of
that
people's
close to
buttocks.
him.
I bet he's getting
Anyway,
on his. I bet
you
he's
do-
going
you
to
do meet
COVID
some
bum
nutters.
parties.
Ian, you do
Sorry?
meet some nutters. You meet
Oh,
nutters all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you do meet some nutters.
Anyway, I watched your program last night on Twitch, the whole show to the end, and that was I think Catherine looked ever so nice on the screen, as she got her hair nice with a fringe.
Yeah, I brushed it and everything.
All right, it's getting a little
nice.
bit. It's getting a little bit pervy, Nigel.
Yeah, but I think you did a good job of the show anyway.
Yeah,
doing
we're
good jobs
professionals.
of
We're
the
the
show.
best. We're the best.
Yes. So
And
I'll sing another night.
I can hear Daryl Morris scribbling down notes on how to do. I can hear you, Morris. I know what you're doing.
We'll have to do a
Nice to know
radio
you're
show
watching,
from
mate.
my house next time.
Thanks very much for your call, Nigel. That's never, ever, ever going to happen. Never going to happen.
Still.
That thing when you find out someone that you'd worked with in the past, loosely, work with loosely, it's not anyone from Talk, and you then you had a little bit of a kind of tete-a-tete with them.
A set to?
A tete-a-tete.
Or an amuse-bouche?
You had the words with them.
Okay, yeah.
And then you see that someone's atting you and them in a conversation in Twitter.
Yeah.
But you can't see their replies,
Mhm.
and you realise they've blocked you.
Yeah.
That. I thought, oh well. But his progress, I didn't feel bad, because I called him out for something once, and then I'd written to him more recently because I'd heard him producing something on another radio station. Oh, it's nice to hear you on there. He's doing all right. Blocked. Oh, by the way, you can clip bits, callers. I'll tell you how you can clip bits in a bit. Hello, Andrew.
Hello there, Ian. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm so sorry. I've seen you calling in for ages, and I kept missing your call. It's been a little bit busy this evening. What can we do for you on this holy, holy night?
Well, it's lovely to talk to you again. I think I talked to you on Absolute and Talk Radio before, but wanted to bring up bad toupees. I think you were talking about bad toupees earlier in the show.
Yes, there's no such thing as a good one.
Well, I was thinking Connery's toupee in You Only Live Twice, where they basically put a toupee on and pretend he's Japanese for the entire movie.
Oh God, yeah, that.
Oh, that's the eyes
Kimono.
and oh God, look, there he is. There he is.
That's outrageous, isn't it?
There he
And
is.
he and and
His eyes. That's incredible.
and he says bear, and he builds nest in bear. No, bird bear builds nest in bear tree or something like that. When he's being soaked down in the hot tub or whatever by those.
Oh my gosh.
Those
But then
ladies.
wasn't he wearing a wig?
He was anyway.
As
He was wearing a
James Bond, wasn't he?
Yes,
Roger
he
Moore.
was at that time. If you see pictures of him at that time, he had very little hair anyway. So he's wearing a toupee towards those older Bond movies. But I mean, he's a handsome man. But yeah, he certainly had the toupee on in those last few Bond movies.
A toupee, yeah. I mean, he had sideburns, so he obviously had the hair around.
But I would say the sideburns stop there.
Oh, you think there was an extra sideburn?
I think that
the
is
toupee
over
is
the
just
top.
the top bit.
No, I think it stops there, and that is brushed over.
My.
Although that goes in there, doesn't it? So maybe
Yes.
it's there. Maybe it goes behind the ear.
Yeah.
The wig could go behind the. Oh yeah, there we go. The wig goes behind the ear.
Oh, yeah, you can see a line actually now.
You can see the line, yeah, and that bit's real.
There's
Poor
a
old
picture
Sean
of him
Connery.
diving into the South China Sea, wherever it is, with his wife, and he has hardly any hair. It's away from the movie when they were filming it. I guess a day that they weren't actually filming, and he had very little hair at all.
There is no such thing, Andrew, as a good wig. It does not exist.
Can you remember Mr. Brosnan's wig or Bronson's wig in Grange Hill?
Yes, well, of course. It
Came off in the swimming pool, didn't it?
He left it off in the swimming pool, and someone stole it. And then who died in Mr. Bronson's car?
Danny Kendall.
Yes, that's right.
It was Danny
It was.
Kendall.
It looked like an orange beaver on top of his head, basically.
Well, but then Bullet Baxter is in Star Wars. Bronson was in Star Wars as well, isn't he?
Yes, he was.
Is Bullet Baxter in Star Wars?
I can't think who Bullet is.
He was the sports teacher
with the moustache.
Oh yeah,
big beard.
Oh yeah,
big beard and a blue tracksuit.
It was a great show, Grange Hill in the 80s. I mean, they had some pretty good writers, I think.
Yeah.
My teachers used to blame all bad behaviour on Grange Hill. You've been watching too much Grange Hill. Makes you think that this is okay. I was like, gosh, what are they watching now?
Andrew, listen, we have to go because we're coming up towards the end of the show, and I've just remembered we want to talk very quickly again about our friends, Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. They are unique in that they take a legal and psychological approach to every single case. So it's not you just go in and you sit down and go, so how much money do you want? What's the percentage of a kid's pension? All of that. They kind of listen and they ask about the feelings, about how it's going, and it's not an aggressive, we're going to get this.
They avoid all the he said, she said stuff. They represent women just as much as men. So they're not biased in favour of dads or vice versa.
They will send the heavies round, though, if that's what you want. Do they?
No, but they care about everyone's well-being, basically.
No, they don't. I'm so sorry, Richard.
They care about the psychological impact of what is a really flipping traumatic time. So...
Richard did send me more facts about the company, and I lost that email. That's how bad I am.
But that is a fact.
It is a fact. But I've had dealings with Richard. Bless you. Not legally, but I know that he has
no
helped out a lot of people that have listened to the show, Jerry in particular, and a couple of other instances. So Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. The website is there, gelaw.co.uk, and Somers Waste Solutions. I say
they will sort you out with a skip. They will dispose of your confidential information. Hazardous waste, not a problem. They'll help you with environmental compliance.
Someone send the boys round, please.
They've got a cat.
Oh, they have got a cat. Hello, Bob. Hello, Bobby. Bobby, good boy. Look at the arrogance of that cat. Look at the arrogance. He doesn't live there. He's a stray, and he just goes in.
But he owns the place,
and sits on the desks. It's outrageous behaviour.
They will give you tailored, impartial management advice.
Your one-stop solution for waste, and it can be a huge business. It can be a tiny little business. They will cover pretty much everything. They've sent me all the flyers and I've read them, and they'll do pretty much anything. They can certainly make your company greener, and they can help with all aspects of recycling. And the website is just up there. Sorry.
They work nationwide.
SommersWasteSolutions.com, and they will save you money. They may not guarantee it for legal reasons. I'm guaranteeing it. Let's go to 379. Good evening, 379. Hello, caller. Hello. No, they bottled it.
Goodbye.
I think we're coming to the end.
Yeah.
This is more relaxed than yesterday, and it was a mellower vibe than yesterday. It's not always going to be upbeat, up tempo dance music. Sometimes.
Hiya, I'm looking to use Summer's waste management.
It's Summers Waste Solutions,
And it's Sommers.
Sommers, and I recommend you go.
Right,
You go to their website. Thanks very much. There you go, guys. We got a first deal. Thank you, Shawnee. It's not always going to be the hacienda on a Thursday night. Sometimes it's going to be a chill out room.
Yeah, it might be Café Del Mar.
Oh, Café Del Mar Volume 1.
Yeah.
What an album.
Great. Was that the one with Padilla in it?
Yeah.
Padilla.
It also had Love Comes and Bells on Everyone. It's actually my favourite song of all time.
It had a Paco de Lucia on it as well, didn't
Can't
it?
remember. I used to just listen to it when I was very relaxed.
Dearie me.
Should we do a raid? The raid last night was an absolute joy. Mods, thank you, Mods. By the way, if you want to advertise with us, and I don't mean the adverts that roll through Twitch, I mean the reads, send us an email, TLNA. What is it? It's late night alternative at gmail.com.
Like Sommers and like Gregorians, we have very, very competitive rates.
And we'll never do more than 4 a week. We'll never do more. Never do more than 4. Have more than 4 companies going at the same time. So you get our undivided.
Well, divided between 4.
You get 25% of our attenzione. Here's where my head is at.
Go on.
I feel disappointed that oh no, they're not that much lower. We got to 4,700 yesterday, didn't we?
Are you insane? It's been great. Really appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who's been watching.
Ah, shut up.
Tell your friends
Get
as long
lost.
as they're not knobs.
Your friends are losers. I don't want your friends here.
I do.
I don't want their friends here. Your friends are losers. Well, loads of people are really upset that we've got boomer moderators. People keep coming in and going, "What is this, Gammon TV?"
I know. Listen.
Yes, it is.
I know it's very old-fashioned to say this, and you'll call us a boomer, but boomers are like my parents' age. We're not boomers.
I'm going to close Skype for now. Boomer TV. What is this? What is this? The Gammon channel?
No.
Yes, it is. Right, should we do a little raid? I like this. I like a raid.
Right, okay. So for the people who are just joining us and who were not familiar with our work, familiar with our work on radio, what we used to do sometimes is go out and send a love bomb. So what we would do is have a look on Periscope, and we'd find someone who was doing something that they were really enjoying, but there was about 2-3 people watching, and we would send everyone in there, and we would spend 4 or 5 minutes sometimes.
Yeah.
Telling them they were brilliant and trying
we'll
to build
still
them up
do
a little bit.
We will still do Periscope love bombs, I promise.
Here's the great thing about Twitch. We've got so much more choice here because there are people doing all sorts of stuff. There's people just chatting, there's people playing games, there's people playing instruments.
So tempted to raid Limmy with his pathetic 2,000 and go, "Hi Limmy, here's our 4,000 viewers. Thanks so much." It's got to be English. They've got to be speaking English.
And we don't want to send you over to kids, really.
No, as much as it looks, there are some cool-looking kids. I just think it's. I think my kids are up. Hello? No. I think it's probably a little bit inappropriate.
Yeah.
So we're going to find someone who's live, speaks English. We're going to ask you to be nice, please. And if you like them, follow them. I love this. Look, daily life of a house cat. What a channel. What a channel.
But those guys don't care if you're watching or not.
No, they don't. If you like them, follow them. It's lovely and it blows people's minds. She's just chilling.
She's going to burn her hair doing that.
Donation goal. He's only a kid. Look, donation goal $10. Let me just have a little.
Oh no, he's too young.
He's a baby. He's a baby. I don't. Hang on. I'm tempted to give him $10.
Go on.
Let me just give this. Hang on a minute. Let me just give this guy $10. Hang on. Let me just put my headies in. Oh, he's frozen. Hello? I'm a 13-year-old. I'm 13, small streamer. I love Fortnite and I'm pretty sweaty. Is he? He's frozen.
Either that or he's just really concentrating very hard.
Hello? Oh, I'm going to give
There
him.
he
Let me
is.
just give this guy $10 because that's his donation target. Actually, hang on a minute. We're just doing
anything about that. Troy.
Actually, give him
Okay,
$40.
restart then. I'm gonna drop the grappler.
Enjoy. I'm going to give him $40. All right. In fact, I wonder if I can do this so that
Yeah.
you can see this because this could
Okay,
be
yes,
quite
you
a
don't
cool.
lie. You don't lie. But
Yeah,
everyone
so
else
I don't want to see my
I'm gonna
PayPal.
give you $1,000. No, just stay here and blah 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 blah.
It's
And then
just,
5
we're
seconds
not going to
later,
raid this guy,
literally,
but
and I'm so it's annoying us.
we're gonna. Here we go.
I'm ending the stream in 2 hours, Troy.
Here we go. Right, I think I've just given him some money.
Bro, if I want to buy my family lunch again, bro, if I want to buy my
You
family
better be
lunch
grateful.
again, bro, if I want to buy my family lunch again, if I want to buy my family lunch
Oh,
again,
where's that
I
echo
gotta
coming from?
keep on. I gotta keep on. Yeah, there's a bunch of this.
I've seen it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of getting high ground. Getting high ground.
Well, come on. Be
Bro, can you, like,
be
stop?
grateful.
Bro, can you like stop?
Here we go. Come on.
He's too caught up in his game.
I gave him $40. Hang on. Hey man, I just made a
So I
donation.
gotta stream for more so I can get.
Did
so I
it
can
come through?
pay for my
Here we go.
family's lunch again. So it was actually pretty nice. So the more I stream, the more possibility people can join, and if people feel like donating. Hi man, I just made a donation. Did it go through? All right, how much did you donate then?
$40.
Bro, I'm lagging. How much did you donate? I need to
just
know. $40? There's no way you did that. Hold on, let me check in a second. Troy,
Here we
hold
go.
on. I
Check
need
it
to-
now.
I'm hiding this. Twitch is toxic. Emily is a boomer. Check it now. Okay, I'm gonna check it right now. Okay, hold up. You might make my day. Hold up.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's listen. Shh. I would be so pleased if he came back and went, "Screw you, man."
What, you couldn't make it a 50?
Screw you.
Hold up, I'm about to check right now. Boomer donation. Sorry, bourbon, chicken strips. Chicken strips! Hold up, I'm gonna check real quick. I just found
Okay, well, we can-
where's the iPad? Oh, right here.
Ban Dukakatust. We're going to do a raid in a bit. I don't know where we've lost 1,000 followers, but I'm quite enjoying this.
Alright, I'm checking right now. I can literally buy my family lunch so much.
There's a kid there all the time. I didn't realize.
It's real, mate. It is? Let me check.
He's going to buy his family lunch.
Because I don't always trust anything. Stream. I'm checking. Boomer tried to ban me from another Caesar channel. People laugh. Oh my god.
Just
Jokes,
check it.
They aren't boomers. Sure.
God.
You don't want to be rude. I'm check.
This is lovely, isn't it?
Elite. I'm checking right now. Oh my gosh! Did you actually donate $40?
Oh, he's worried that you're winding him up.
I'm worried that I didn't do it.
I'm checking it right now. Okay.
I like this guy.
Stop pushing me. Bruh, this is insane. Did you actually? No way. You actually did. No way.
Wicked. There you go.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No way. There's no way you gave me $40 straight off the bat. There's no way. Completely busted right now? Heck yeah, it's completely busted. There's no... Oh my gosh, thank you.
Stay safe, young man. Enjoy
Oh my
it.
gosh, $40. Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that.
We're not going to raid him because he's a young lad, right? I think it's slightly
I
inappropriate.
just got donated $40. Stay safe, young man. I will stay safe. Bro. Oh.
I love it. I love it.
Oh
That's what
my
it's about.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, man.
Nicholas.
Oh my gosh.
I have to go.
What?
What?
I'm not listening to it. Oh my god.
Okay, man. I have to go have fun streaming.
Oh my gosh. Okay, man. I love you. I gotta go.
I didn't say
Have
love
fun streaming. I hope I do. When I win a chicken dinner. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so happy right now. Oh my gosh.
That's just how my oldest would be. That's why I done it.
He's rich now.
No,
look.
I'm taking us out for lunch. That's what I'm doing.
Nick, it's donation.
Yeah, I can get donations. When I win a chicken dinner, oh my gosh.
What are you gonna do? Take us
17 viewers, oh my gosh. Romeo, I thought you had to go. That's sad. Bro, I can't believe he actually gave me
really like my
$40.
eldest.
Today's revenue. I'm gonna look. See? Look. Oh, sorry.
We'll leave him. We'll leave him. What a nice lad.
Wow, that was
what a
lovely.
nice lad.
That was so lovely.
What a nice lad. Wasn't that fun? Right, but we'll now we've got to find someone else. So we go to Twitch, and we're going to go to browse, and we're going to go to just chatting, which is the section that we're in. Let's go down a little bit. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down. Kath, if anyone catches your eye.
Who's this? Tell me about your weekend.
Okay.
You want to go back out into the cold?
More than ever.
More than ever.
The past is written, but
What's this,
you're
adverts?
to run.
Yeah.
On a no, this is outrageous.
It just changed so that we could have her.
I see cats.
Yeah, I like her.
I see a
All
girl
right, we're
in
gonna
glasses.
do this. We're going to do
Let's
this.
get in there.
Be nice, guys. Be nice, please.
Yeah,
You know, because this is she's got one viewer, and we're probably going to add 1,000 if you fancy it. So thank you so much for watching. The podcast and the YouTube will be up on Thursday morning.
Like completely unpredictable.
We've had a
or,
blast.
Like spontaneous.
So thank you very much indeed.
I
Let's
don't know.
go.
I
Please
just
be
like
nice.
Planning stuff.
We'll be back tomorrow 9 o'clock
So
till
it annoys me
when we feel like.
What have I done? What have I done wrong? Oh,
unpredictable.
no, I know. Have I done it right? Here we go. 791, 802. Yeah, back 9 o'clock. See you then. Let's do the raid in 5,
Good night.
4, 3,
Um,
2, 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I was wanting to do like more Life is Strange,